You have got to learn to be more sociable.
I don't think that girl likes me, Al.
You gotta make them like you. You gotta talk to them like you're interested in all that crap they go on about. You just gotta talk more. I don't care about what, as long as it's not flying in birds.
But what if that's what I'm really thinking about?
Well, that's the first thing you gotta understand in your dealings with women, Bertie. You never let them know what you're thinking.
But I'm not thinking about them.
Well, then just lie, for God's sakes. You know, you're the best goddamn liar I ever met. Don't you know your chick had great jokes on her?
See, that's what I don't understand now. What's the big deal? They're just overgrown mammary glands.
Mammary glands? Mammary glands? No! We're talking tits here! Big tits, round tits, fleshy tits.
Seems like a lot of dumb development to me, Al.
My love don't give me presents. I know that she's no peasant. Only ever has to give me love forever and forever. My love don't give me presents. Turn me on when I get lonely. People tell me that she's only fooling. I know she isn't. She don't give boys the eye. She hates to see me cry. She is happy just to hear me say that I will never leave her. She don't give boys the eye. She will never make me jealous. Gives me all the time as well as loving. Don't ask me why. She's a woman who understands. She's a woman who loves her man. My love don't give me presents. I know that she's no peasant. Only ever has to give me love forever and forever. My love don't give me presents. Turn me on when I get lonely. People tell me that she's only fooling. I know she isn't. She's a woman who understands. She's a woman who loves her man. My love don't give me presents. I know that she's no peasant. Only ever had to give me love forever and forever. My love don't give me presents. Turn me on when I get lonely. People tell me that she's only fooling. I know she isn't. She's a woman. She's a woman. She's a woman. She's a woman.
Okay, let's get down to it, boppers.
Yeah, buddies, the Ron and Fez show. 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. I notice Mooch is gone, and we're back to doing middle of the road breakfast with the Beatles. What happened to you over there, Hicks?
That was Earl. He wouldn't let me pick the opener today, so that was him.
Well, why you Muni? Why'd you bring back the ghost of Muni on me today, Earl?
Well, he was on my mind, but I just wanted.
What is the use of being on satellite radio if you play the same fucking things that everybody plays on terrestrial? What is the use? You want to go to terrestrial radio. They don't want you. Live with it, Reverend Wright. That's the problem that you have. All right, 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. And I got no problem at all with one of the Beatles. I'm not talking about the Beatles themselves. I'm just saying I think they're pretty well played. Pretty well played. Matter of fact, I'd rather hear Sinatra. I'd rather open, and I'm not even kidding, I'd rather open it with a Sinatra song than the Beatles.
Even better.
My brother's back at home with his Beatles and the Stones. He never got it off from that Revolution stuff. All right, Ron and Fez show. Dave, I noticed you showed up today. Does that mean no protein in the urine and we're fine and we're ready to move on?
No, it doesn't mean that. The test hasn't come back. Test will come back any minute.
All right, your wife is having the pregnancy test to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
If there's protein in the urine.
Right. Which sounds like a good thing.
It does. It seems like it should be. Now, why don't you do this? Because I know she's ready to have the baby, right?
Yeah.
Drop a little bologna in the urine. Just see if we can't get this thing moving. All right, what's up with you, Big Cat? You look all crazed today. You're all disheveled. Is everything okay?
I'm getting more and more beside myself as the Nut Hut date approaches.
Okay.
Which is this Saturday.
I don't mind you going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till Saturday. Don't bring it in now. We got no way to help you. You're going in on Saturday, right?
Yeah. Yep. That is my plan, but I'm nervous about going in. I keep finding out more and more details because they go over things with me that's going to happen, that I'm allowed to do, that I'm not allowed to do. I'm renting a car when I get there.
Smart move, so you can hop the fence and jump into it during the middle of the night.
Sure. That's the plan.
Uh-huh.
And then I find out they take your car keys off of you when you get there.
Good thing. I don't want a nut driving a car down the fucking hallways running into the other people.
Yeah, there's a thing called the sharp closet where they take things away from you that could be used to harm you, and if you want to use them, you have to check them out of the sharp closet.
Like what?
I have no idea. They just said sharp closet.
They don't want you stabbing the other patients in the necks with your nail clippers.
I mean, they call it a sharp closet, but they could take anything off of me that they think could hurt me. If they think I'm going to stuff my socks down my throat, they'll take my socks off of me.
It's not about you hurting yourself. It's about you hurting others. Because you come out of that electric shock, and believe me, brother, you're going to be crazy as a fucking loon there.
All right, I wasn't planning on having electric shock, just maybe some cognitive therapy and some, a recap of my meds, just a review of the medicine I'm on.
Do me a favor. Don't keep saying this. I bet a nickel. I bet a nickel. That's not a fucking nickel.
You can't smoke it. Martini.
Out of everybody, Fez is definitely martini.
Same height.
I'm afraid to say anything. I'm afraid, like, if I say something like, it's a little warm in my room. Could we drop the temperature a little bit? That they'll just take it the wrong way, and I'll end up getting just strapped to the bed or locked in a room somewhere.
Casey, who was the one who came up with this idea for you to be locked away like an animal, she said, would you feel better sleeping knowing that other people have sharp things?
Oh, that's a good point.
This is to protect you from others as much as it is to protect others from you.
But I'm getting very claustrophobic already from just knowing that, like, with the car key thing is, like, the big deal.
Right.
Where it's like, I know I can't just get out to the parking lot and drive away if I want to. Drive away from the facility. It's very claustrophobic, and I'm not even in the place yet.
They're going to be fine. This is the weirdest thing. We're going to be on vacation. You're going to be in the Nut Hut.
Yeah.
Dave's going to maybe be having a baby.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be in Costa Rica, cut off from all you guys.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a shame.
But here's what I want you to do.
Yeah.
You get the cell phone, so film me a picture of the baby.
A text message photo?
Yeah.
That's not very close.
I can't have
And I'll text back the little hugs thing. You know how they do those parentheses and it looks like a hug?
Yeah.
Is that what that's supposed to be? I can't have you go to Costa Rica and be out of touch, be that far away from you.
What, 3.5 hours away? 4 hours?
That is my one thing. Like, if I do, when I get the chance to use the phone, and I can't have my cell phone with me. So
no wonder. You could throw that in the tub and electrocute somebody.
So, I mean, I have to write down every number that, I need to know, because everything's at the cell phone. Like,
write them all over your hands, Memento.
Like, if I needed to call you now, I wouldn't know what number to call if I didn't have my cell phone.
Yeah.
So I've got to remember to take the numbers with me. And if you're in Costa Rica, there is no way I'm getting out of there if I can't get a hold of you.
Sure you will. And you got Earl. Earl's going to be close. Earl, I want you to show up there with 2 blonde hookers, and you have a bag. Oh, yeah, this is for me. This is for me. You're Scatman Crothers. Everybody's got a part to play.
Earl is not going to be able to do a thing.
And I'll be the guy in the movie that was in Costa Rica.
Please don't go to Costa Rica.
Yeah, but the thing is, why wouldn't you bring an extra car key? Like, you give them your
Rat
car
hole
keys.
up your ass.
Yeah, you
Well,
give them your car keys and then have the extra one in your ass.
Well, I hope there's not, like a rat hole, a rat hole search.
By the way, I am giving you something to feel better, too.
What's that?
Some fucking Hello Kitty thing. I don't know what it is. It's either for you or for Dave's daughter. Whichever one is crazy first.
Give it to the baby. I don't want anything from Hello Kitty.
Well, you hold on to it when you're sleeping at night like a fucking maniac. Let's not make a big deal out of this. Everybody's going to be getting the vacation they want.
I go in holding a Hello Kitty stuffed animal, and I'm locked up for sure. I'm never getting out.
So that's just paranoia right there.
Yes, that's my problem.
I don't think it is paranoia. I think it may be common sense. I don't know if you could be cured in a week.
I hope I get out in a week. I hope they can do some major things.
Instead of just worrying about escaping, try to work on getting better. Commit for a year or two in there.
I can't stay in for a year or two and just live there at the facility.
Why not? What else are you doing? Do me a favor. Make me a potholder. And make me one of those, we used to call them Indian keychains. I don't know why we called them that. But you had to make them in like that day summer camp. Remember those things?
Yeah.
You would make them and you would try to take it home and give it to your mom. And she's like, why would I put my keys on this ugly piece of shit?
Yeah,
and how were they Indian if they were made out of plastic?
Yeah, I don't know.
For some reason, when I was a kid, we used to throw the name on Indian on the front of anything. Didn't matter. Didn't matter to us. Here's Chris. Chris, you're on Fez.
Hey, Fez, I have a solution for your key problem. They have cars now that push button starts. They don't have keys. You just have to have the remote in your pocket, and there's no sharp key. So you're totally safe. You don't have to worry about slitting your neck with it.
Why don't you try to just start it with your mind the way crazy people do? Start the car with your mind.
They're going to take the remote from me, too. I don't want to go in there starting trouble. I'd like to follow the rules so that I don't get, in a straitjacket.
You're already crazy. You're already in a fucking nut hut, right?
Yeah.
Just start going and pretend you're a fucking choo-choo train. And off you go down the street. Everybody be glad. Here comes a train through.
Why don't you hide some rollerblades in the bushes?
Hey, seriously, I am going away, though. Who do you want to be your go-to? And then that person will call me. I'll hop right on a plane. I'll finish up what I'm doing with the 4-hour hookers, and I'll be right on a plane.
I don't know who I could put on this.
Earl?
No, Earl. That when I had a heart attack, Earl couldn't be trusted in the regular hospital.
What about Hicks? He's a go-to guy.
Oh, he's so high all the time.
Hope you all are, too. Rock and roll hoochie coo. Here's Brad. Brad, you're on Fez.
Yeah, how you doing, buddies?
Good, buddy.
Hey, boondoggle, that's what you're looking for.
That's what those fucking keychain things are?
Yeah, remember on Napoleon Dynamite when that girl left him with all her boondoggle?
I'm going to tell you the truth. I am not what would be called a Napoleon Dynamite fan. I was 10 minutes into this, and I was yelling, this is dog shit. That was that year's Juno. Every fucking year, we have to have the little stupid independent film that makes it seem like retarded people are somehow cool. It's Revenge of the Nerds over and over. And the fucking guy stole that name from Elvis Costello. And I'll never forget him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Elvis Costello used to fucking do surprise shows under the name Napoleon Dynamite. And then this motherfucker thinks he can just steal it? This Utah Mormon? Here's Chuck Wagon. You're on Fez.
Yeah, everybody's talking at me, but I don't hear a word they're saying.
That's only the shadows in your mind. You know where you ought to go? Where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain. Here's John. John, you're on Fez.
Fezzy, we love you. You got to go. Hey, when I went to the Nut Hut, I couldn't find myself keystering the key. So I put a hide key on my car with one of them little magnets.
Not a bad idea. Hide a key.
That is a good idea. I just got to make sure there's not like a parking lot where, they have a gate and they keep the cars in there.
If you got the cars out there, get your new friends, take them all down, rent a fishing boat, and off you fucking go. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm the Captain Mac. Mac.
I always liked how Harding wasn't a doctor. Everyone else is Dr. Martine, Dr. Spillane, the famous Dr. Spillane. Harding.
And then he looked so hurt. I fucking hated Harding, though.
He was an asshole.
Here's our Dave. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you, buddy?
Ron, what's up, man?
What do you say, dude?
Hey, you're talking about Napoleon Dynamite, and when that movie came out, everybody loved it. Everybody was all about it. Oh, this is the funny shit. I agree with you, man. That movie fucking sucks. It's corny.
I consider it the perfect fucking movie for the Bush years, where somehow stupid is supposed to be adorable.
I just saw it as a real poor, dumbed-down Rushmore, and that's why I didn't like it either.
I like what you're saying. It's fucking Rushmore for dumb people.
Yeah. And Rushmore, a lot of Rushmore.
Would you call it, Earl, would you call it a white do the right thing?
I don't think it was that.
Now, Earl, I know you turn your back on Spike Lee, but I watched that 25th Hour again. That's a fucking great movie. It's really overlooked.
Yeah.
It was on cable, I guess, over the weekend.
It gets play on Showtime a lot. It's very suspenseful.
There's the Ron and Fezwick show. Where we're all putting our hands up for the Yankees game.
Does that help?
You know what? You gotta bring up the fucking Yankees game. And just go like this. When I was in the fucking cooler, we'd riot if we couldn't watch the World Series.
And when they put their arms up, Fezwick has like a Chinese finger cuff on it. They never explain why it's there or where it came from. He just had a Chinese thing on his hand.
That was.
There's so many. There's so many great parts in that movie that are just like, that's why that's the fucking perfect film.
And the thing is, it's a great film. The book is even better. The book is fucking better.
Embarrassingly, I've yet to read it, but I will.
I don't even know how to talk to a person who doesn't read Ken Kesey.
I know.
Who are you?
I read the.
Are you going to be someone's father?
Maybe I'll do that over the weekend.
Why don't you do this instead? Clean up a little bit because you're bringing a baby home. That is, if she's got protein in her urine today, right?
Yes.
Then we're going to break her water and get this thing started.
Yeah, we gotta go in today, and so I have a very complicated system set up. She'll notify me during the show is when she'll get the announcement, and I can relay it to you guys as well. But then I have to leave because it means it's go.
What's the complicated system? You got a cell phone?
No, she's gonna text me go time,
and that's complicated to you.
We need a code in case they monitor my phone calls out of the nut hut.
Yeah. How about I'm crazy? I hope they keep me. How close do you really don't want me to go away for vacation?
I really don't want you to go away.
Then how is this my fucking vacation? I can't sit in my house like an animal.
Well, maybe you could relax, not taking some movies or nice, you could start your summer blockbusters with Iron Man.
That's the same thing I would do if I was working. It's no different. Vacation means to vacate, to go away, to get away from your crazy partner.
It's not just the body, it's the mind that needs a vacation.
Greg, you're on Ron and Fez.
Oh, hey, boys. So, Ronnie, I'm glad to hear you coming around on 25th Hour. I always thought that was Ed Norton's best movie.
But he's done some damn good ones.
And, just the whole scene was, I think that's a really, really intense movie.
He's done some damn good ones.
Yeah.
He's a fucking good actor.
He's fantastic.
Thanks, boys.
Best over American History X?
Fight Club is another great one. And that first one that he did, it wasn't a great movie, but he was great in it.
Primal Fear.
Yeah, that's the name of it. He's a good fucking actor, man.
He's like a young Robert Duvall. He doesn't get enough credit the way Duvall did in the 70s.
I give credit to both those guys. So the fucking thing, I can't make any changes. A friend of mine stayed at Robert Duvall's house.
Really?
Yep.
Well, who was that?
I'm not saying. Because the difference between me and you, I can keep a fucking secret. That's the huge difference. Believe me, nobody would know the fucking keyword go time if it was up to me. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys, how's things going? Yeah, Ed Norton, I think, is one of America's young treasures for sure. But I was going to tell Fezzy he should go after some of that electroshock therapy while he's in there. My wife's best friend used to be suicidal. She had that electroshock therapy, and now she's cured.
Well, I'm not suicidal.
But you do need some electric shock therapy.
I don't know if you sending electricity through my brain is the way to go here.
It doesn't fucking hurt.
It doesn't?
No, they got a thing so you don't swallow your tongue.
Well, that's got to be at least uncomfortable if they're giving you something to bite on. See, I'm afraid I'm going to end up like in that mental institution in Terminator 2, where Sarah Connor's like shackled to the bed and the guy's licking her face. The heavy orderly.
You'll never get that lucky. You're past the I want to lick that guy's face age.
I see you more as Brad Pitt in 12 Monkeys. Just kind of nervous.
I'm just jumping on the bed showing my ass?
Yeah, just sitting on the bed, telling people about, apocalyptic visions that you have. That's how I see Fez.
That was actually a pretty good fucking movie, too, huh?
That was good.
And
I
that
like
does
that.
remind me of you, because you jump back and forth through time the way he did.
No, I don't.
And you also will be responsible for the downfall of humanity.
And sometimes Fez has long hair, sometimes he has short hair, just like Brad Pitt.
By the way, another reason why I love that movie, they're driving down the road and they show a sign that fucking off thing for Chester, PA. I was the only person to yell, yeah! in the movie. I'm trying to think of another really good Nut Hut movie. Why don't you do this right away? What was the girl interrupted? You can start saving your own shit.
Well, it's going to take, trust me, it's going to take me a while before I get used to, using a strange bathroom anyway. So.
If you go there and you don't take a shit, you're going to look crazy.
Do you think they'll check?
Yes, they'll fucking write in your book. He's holding on to that shit like it's a diamond.
Well, the problem is... Why would they write that?
Why don't you shit in your own hand and shove it in your pocket?
I'm not going to save it. And because I get a roommate there. They don't have singles. So I'm going to have a roommate, and it's going to take me a while to be able to use the bathroom with someone I don't know around.
Maybe Fez will fall in love with a nurse like Zelig. And that Nut Hut flick.
Oh, yeah. Another good Nut Hut movie. Nut Hut movies are great, Fez. You're really lucky. You're having a fucking adventure vacation.
I hope it's just nice and quiet like Awakenings, where everyone's just, maybe just sitting down in their own little world, not saying a word.
That wouldn't even scare you more, though?
Yeah, that seemed horrifying, that one. And the people seemed old and creepy. I wouldn't think you would want Awakenings.
That was a sad fucking movie, though, right? When
Yeah.
you start to slip back into it.
Yeah, where they couldn't keep it. Couldn't keep it together.
Neil, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I've had electric shock therapy. It was me, McMurphy, and Chief. And
Here's James. James, you're on Ron and Fez.
You guys, I think the solution is you just need to get Fez a copy of the Yeg letters by Burroughs and Ginsberg, and then you can go down to South Africa. And touch
We'll be
billboards
heading down
and
that way, Fezzy. Fez doesn't read.
I don't know what that is.
I know. It's a book. It's one of your scariest things. A book.
They'll probably hand me one in there. I should probably take something with me. I doubt if there's going to be TV. I doubt if they let us watch the news.
Here's Jim. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
I like to think of Fezzy as Murdoch from the A-Team, and then you can just fill in the rest. I mean, Ronnie B. You got it going on. Big cigar.
Here's Jim. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on? It's Jim. It's Strange Brew with the Mackenzie brothers. That's a great Nut Hut movie.
Here is I never saw that one. Did you?
I didn't see it.
That was a good one. Yeah, they got thrown in for drinking too much beer.
I was so burnt out on that whole goo, 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 goo thing. I just fucking couldn't do it. Ronnie, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
You take it to Fezzy's home state with Chattahoochee is probably where he needs to go. Or the Nut Hut in Teaching Talk Nice Dreams. My balls it.
Dave, I got a thing here that said you've been texted. You got a text?
I got a text, but not from her.
What's it say?
It was from Dr. Steve, saying I still will offer you $200 to shave your hair.
Wow.
That was the text.
Why is he
before my?
What kind of doctor is he?
Hair
what
doctor?
kind of doctor says I'll give you $200 to shave your head?
Because he's afraid that my daughter. The first thing I'll see is me, and my clown head.
So it would be better to see you with your red scalp flying. You gonna do it?
I can't give in to Sam.
I'll tell you something right now. That Dr. Steve tries to get rid of his money as quick as it comes in.
I know. He offered me $600 to throw the biggest gainer contest. But again, I have pride. Ron and Fez, noon to 3.
You could have picked up $800 from him.
If you shave your head down, the baby's going to think she's looking at another newborn.
You don't want to shave your head for $200?
I have pride.
You know what? That's pride fucking with you.
This is an afro competition, and I'm kicking Sam's ass. So no, I'm not gonna give in.
Eric, you're on Fez.
Yeah, I can see Fez in a nut hut like Carl Childers in Sling Blade.
I called it Kaiser Blade. Fezzy, is nobody really could be his go-to guy? Do I really have to stay in New York?
I'd love to be his go-to person.
I would trust you, Dave, but you're going to be having a baby. I can't have you drop the baby and go running up there, because I guarantee he's going to be calling a lot.
Man, I don't want you to have to bring the baby to the nut hut.
And I'm going to say this. Ignore him for the first 3 days, because he doesn't get used to anything easy. So you're going to hate it at first.
Well, yeah, I mean, there is going to be, kind of a Shawshank Redemption where I'm the fat kid crying in the cell at night.
That's not even Nut Hut.
But still.
That's actually a decent movie about real people.
Fresh fish.
There's going to be tears at the beginning, I know that.
I've asked that you be put on the black ward.
Don't.
Here's, let me go over here to Brian. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey, buddy.
I just think about like Fez, like in Clockwork Orange, when they strapped his eyes open.
Oh, yeah, Clockwork Orange, Fezzy. That could be you. What they could do is keep his eyes open and then have him read a book.
That's really going to dry me out.
Show him pictures of Charles Dickens on the movie screen.
Yeah.
See, I just don't know what to expect. That's the problem. And I know these things that, and they're like, bring 3 days worth of clothes because they don't want me bringing like a lot of stuff with me. So it's going to be bare minimum.
What about the movie Birdie, where you're in there, you and your friend trying to take a run for yourselves?
That wouldn't be so bad if I had a friend.
Here's Dennis, you're on Fez.
Hello?
Yeah.
Bottle Rocket started out as a Nut Hut movie with Luke Wilson.
While you're in there, Fez, I'll be making up our 50-year plan. That's my favorite part of that thing. That he has 50-year plan. And there was barely anything written over the 50-year part.
All I need is a new program.
And there was little illustrations.
You do need a program, brother.
Yeah.
And they're going to put you on one.
Yeah, that's what I'm wanting. Regiment me.
You gotta stay busy.
I'm going to write down something for you, Fez, right here.
Busy plotting my escape.
I'm going to write something. I want you to go get this subscription filled.
Don't give me pills. I've tried pills.
It's not pills. It's something else that I think is going to help you.
All right. Quit radio. That's not a good prescription.
We doing the interview in the hall now? We got to tighten up. Fezzy, we got a guest coming in who's going to be able to help you quite a bit on what you need to be doing. Here comes Matthew Modine.
You keep saying you got something for me. Something you call love, but confess you've been a messin' where you shouldn't have been a messin'.
All right, Ron and Fez show. Here comes Matthew Modine in. Nice to see you.
It's so nice to be here.
You got a brand new short film opening up right now. Tribeca Film Festival?
Yeah, I think I just made the first sale at the Tribeca Film Festival. iTunes has picked up, I thought. It's playing tonight down on Broadway and 19th Street. 8:45 or something like it. Maybe 9:45. I don't know what the time is.
9:45, and then Friday at 12:30 p.m.
So now you send it directly to iTunes, and people can download it, and and that's the cool kind of thing when you do download those. I don't think you want to watch a really long film on your computer or your phone or whatever. But it's great to see the shorts. It's a great way to say it.
Yeah, and I don't think people really want to watch really thoughtful things
Right.
on a telephone. So,
Yeah.
so to have something that's just kind of silly and ironic, which this film is, it's about a guy who gets in trouble for thinking. You know, his boss threatens to fire him, his wife threatens to leave him, and then luckily he discovers Thinkers Anonymous.
And it is something that in this world, if you really stop to think, you're like, what the hell? What is this game that I've got myself into?
Yeah.
Thinking's
hard.
Yeah, thinking is hard, and it's actually scary
Yeah.
because you think to yourself immediately, none of this makes sense. And then at the same time, if you jump off the whole rat race, where are you then too? You know, then you're also in a scary place.
Yeah. I think, but we're in a situation after a couple last 8 years of not thinking that we really better put our heads down. And you know that Abraham Lincoln proposed to build a railroad across the United States. In less than 5 years, without any tractors or earth movers, we built a railroad across the United States, doing what people said couldn't be done across the deserts and the Rocky Mountains. And John Kennedy said, let's go to the moon in less than 10 years with less technology than we have in our cell phones. We went to the moon. And I just wonder where those kind of thinkers are. Where's that kind of inspiration? Where's those kind of leaders today to get us out of this situation that we are in with fuel? I mean, I know there's ways of getting from here to there that don't require burning petroleum. I know there are.
Well, and you're right. I mean, we do incredible things with, you just brought up the iPod. Nobody pictured the iPod. No one thought about an internet. And these things, but who cares? I mean, why are we paying attention to how easy it is to listen to music instead of doing some of these other things that are really important?
Yeah. I spoke with this really incredible man from MIT the other day, Marvin Minsky, who wrote a book called Society of Mind, and is one of the innovators of artificial intelligence. He worked with Stanley Kubrick on 2001: A Space Odyssey. And he said that what happened was, because he's a professor at MIT, is we lost almost 2 generations now of incredibly bright minds to the internet, to people who were doing startups, .coms and things like that, where those kind of minds, those kind of brilliant people might have gone into other professions, but they went into the internet. And
well, you know, the research and development field is almost gone. You know, we used to really like a corporation would set up, and the government would also set up long-term projects where you think, here's what we need to be doing down the road. Now, everything has to be done by the next quarter. Everything has to turn a profit incredibly quickly.
Yeah. No long-term thinking.
No long-term thinking at all.
I think that's even could be true to be said of long sentences, that people have lost the ability to grasp the meaning of long sentences.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, a lot of people are having a tough time wrestling with novels now. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I went to buy a book at Barnes & Noble on Broadway, and it was gone. The bookstore, it was that three-story bookstore, gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those, those things are really showing up more as coffee shops. Anyway, it's really a place to go and drink coffee, and there's some books there. But remember how many serious bookstores used to be in New York, where you would go there and people would be, authors would come and read.
Everybody always talks about it. Down where I'm at, in the West Village, 8th Street, they said was all specialty bookstores. Now it's all specialty shoe stores. But they said that you could go in and there would be a history book about Jewish culture, and that guy could tell you, if you came in and gave him a little bit of a hint of what that book was about, he'd take you right there, just like the old record stores.
Right.
Those guys that were incredible, that you'd come in and go, it kind of went boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And they say, I know it, it's over here. And they take you there. Those guys don't exist anymore.
No, they don't. And it's because people would rather, buy stuff off the internet. They don't want to go and hang out. We talked about that on this show before, about record stores. And there would be some record stores I couldn't buy records because I'd feel like it was too pussy. The guys would actually bust my balls for picking out this record. So I'd have to go somewhere else. I couldn't go to the regular place and pick up a pop album.
I'm so happy to know we can say pussy and balls on the radio and not get in trouble.
And we actually do it for no reason. I had no reason to throw that in there. I just wanted to do it.
Yeah.
You brought up this stuff. You're always involved in a lot of environmental issues too. I find the thing about water the scariest of all. I saw something on CBS Sunday Morning about the Colorado River is so much less powerful because people have been siphoning off the water. And now even like Lake Mead is down like 100 feet in the last 10 years. I don't know why no one acts like we just have an infinite amount of water. That's the scary one for me.
Well, it's the things that we put into it, too, without thinking. I mean, if you just think about, like, everything you spit out of your mouth in the sink, whether it's toothpaste, mouthwash, if you put drain cleaner down the drain, just think about everything that you put down the drain and then start to imagine it on a global basis. Think of 300 million people in the United States spitting and peeing and pooping and things that you dump down the drain. All that stuff goes into the water supply, and it doesn't go away.
It never goes away.
It never goes away. All the drugs that people have been taking, they think that this is one of the problems with a lot of things that are happening to people today is that all of the drugs that people take, whether it's estrogen or birth control or antidepressants and things, they don't stay in your body. They eventually you urinate and you piss them into the toilet, and that gets into the water supply. And I mean, they do everything they can to clean the water and stuff like that, but just by the sheer volume of things that end up in the water supply, it's eventually going to end up back in our bodies.
It's so wild. The chemicals that are in us now that, if you see the stuff with little girls, they're getting their periods earlier, they're getting their breasts earlier. You see girls that are like, 9 and 10 years old now with breasts. So you basically have done away with childhood. Childhood is just off the table. For little girls. And they say a lot of it is just the chemicals that we have in the chicken or whatever, because we're eating preservatives all the time.
Well, and the antibiotics and the growth hormone that they put in chicken, pig, and cow. They put all that stuff in there. And I think this is one of the reasons why antibiotics aren't working anymore, because we're ingesting antibiotics all the time, and we just build up an immunity to the ability for the antibiotic to work when we get sick and need antibiotic. We're taking them all the time through the foods that we're ingesting.
Now you make me want to go to Thinkers Anonymous.
Yeah.
See, this is why I don't want to stop and think about it.
Yeah, you see?
Most of the stuff that I read about the environment, I'll go, well, hopefully I'll be dead by then. This is your only way out, is the hope that you have a heart attack or a brain tumor before the real scary stuff arrives.
But it offers us such possibilities. I'm about to give the commencement speech at my son's graduation, and it could be a terribly depressing speech, but I think that you have to look at it as an opportunity. That's why I mentioned Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy, as that we just have to change the way that we think and say, how can we, accomplish this in another way? To invent technology that we've never thought of, not to take money away from General Motors, but to give General Motors the opportunity, to stop making Hummers and low gas mileage cars. But why don't we give General Motors the opportunity to rebuild the infrastructure of our country, to rebuild light rail systems all over the United States, which we used to have before the automobile industry? Imagine how many jobs that we'd be able to create if we were to give General Motors and Ford and Chevy those opportunities to be involved.
It's kind of interesting. Here's the way to actually make it happen, although we haven't done this yet. But we were talking about the corporations. They don't have the long range plans, but they will do what the marketplace tells them, without even thinking about it. And we're here on a radio station. If I just started to blow a whistle, and that's all I did all day, and then they saw the ratings come out and everybody was listening, there'd be 50 more stations just blowing whistles. They don't care. All they want to do is make money.
Market share,
the consumer really could be in charge of this if he decided to.
But it requires you to think.
Right, it does require you to think.
You have to think about what you put down the drain. You have to think about what you put in your body.
Now, do you, when you do a lot of this stuff, do you run into opposition from people who are just like, because anything environmental gets there's a blowback against it now. Anything that's considered liberal gets a blowback against it. Do you have to deal with that occasionally, or do you think people are open to it?
No, I think that people are open to it. I think there's still resistance to the idea that there is global warming. But I studied oceanography in college, and I dropped out because it was so depressing in 1979 when I was in class, and my oceanography teacher was saying that there has never been so much pollution that's been dumped in the ocean and in the air since the Industrial Revolution in the history of the planet. And he said that if you've ever seen a red tide, anybody who lives around an ocean and seen what happens during a red tide, he said this could happen any moment across the world. People don't think about the fact that the ocean is the greatest producer of oxygen on the planet. All the plankton in the oceans, and at any moment we've played with fire since the Industrial Revolution by dumping atomic waste, all of our sewage. You know, just an unbelievable amount. They say there's an island of plastic in the Pacific Ocean that's the size of Texas. It's in an eddy, and it swirls and swirls and swirls, and it's just floating around, and it's just an island of all this plastic that's been dumped off of cruise ships, that's been thrown in the ocean, and found its way to this little place where the ocean eddies in a little circle. There's David de Rothschild is building a plastic boat in San Francisco right now, and he's going to sail out to it. He sail a plastic boat made out of bottles, you know, and sail out to it. He's going to make a documentary, but I'm really fascinated to see it. But people want change. People see the world changing. They see the results of the things that we've done, and they do want change.
Well, you know, you brought up a good point. Now, the documentary filmmakers, I think, have bypassed the mainstream media into getting some of these ideas that you used to be able to see it on shows, you know, 60 Minutes type shows, and news shows would do it. Now you're really looking at individuals who, if you're a good storyteller, you can get people involved and watching that way.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot more interesting films being made as documentaries than features today.
Absolutely. I agree with that too, you know. And we still have a problem with the theaters wanting to pick them up.
Yeah.
You know, you have to go out of your way to find some of these, but some of them are just fantastic.
Yeah. There's people that are starting to broadcast them, you know, documentaries. A&E has got an online thing where they're you know, like they do the History Channel and things like that, and Discovery. They're starting to post and make them available for free. You know, you can just watch them at your choice on the internet,
which is really, really cool. Okay, Matthew Modine is sitting in with us today. He's got a short film that you already sold at the Tribeca Film Festival.
Yeah, it's playing tonight.
Yeah. And are you doing Weeds still, or?
Well, you know, if people want me to come back into Weeds, they're going to have to do a write-in. They're going to have to ask all the listeners, the several million listeners to your show right now, to write letters to the producers of Weeds and say, we want Sullivan back.
Did you enjoy the experience?
It was unbelievable. You know, Elizabeth Perkins and Mary Louise Parker and Kevin Nealon, the whole cast, everybody was so kind and generous, and they're smart, and the show's really well written. It's not really television, you know. I mean, it's on cable, so you don't have to cut for those commercial breaks, like you guys don't have to cut for commercial breaks. So it changes the format of television. And I really felt like I was making serialized movies.
Sure.
Yeah, my father was a drive-in theater manager, and at some of the theaters we'd get these kind of the shadow, you know, the shadow knows, and it'd be a serialized film and episodic, and that's what I felt like I was doing, this kind of serialized episodic movies.
Well, actually, I would say that cable's doing a much better job with television as far as like, oh, I'm locked in and I got to watch this. Yeah. There's no doubt about it. Nobody saw that one coming. You know, no one ever thought, well, cable is going to give us episodic, you know, television again.
Yeah.
You know, they thought it was going to all be movies. You know, I was looking over even your IMDb. Your career was so different than the people your age. You came up in that Brat Pack era, but the films that you did were far different from everybody in your age group. Now, is that something you set out to do, or you just fell into those projects?
No, I really was really picky and choosy, and I could afford to be because I didn't have a family or mortgage, and so I had my when I had my children, things you know, you become less selective because you have the responsibility of private school and sending which was one of the films I did when in my early part of it. But sending the kids to college, and those are all real practical expenses. I mean, I do well. I don't make millions of dollars like so many actors that you hear about. I do make a good living, but even with the amount of money that I make, I don't know how an average American gets by on $50,000 a year, just with a home mortgage and school and
everybody's in debt.
It's
a country in debt. All my friends are always tell me they're one payment away from problems.
Yeah.
You know?
We've got to do something about that. You know, we've got to figure out some way of changing the way that we do things. You know, I grew up in Utah, and the one thing that I could say about those Mormons in Utah was that they were self-sufficient, that the state was self-sufficient, that they grew food, that they fed themselves, and they took care of themselves. They produced things, and so they didn't have to rely on food coming from South America or other parts of the world. They generated their own food, and I think that as a nation, not in a xenophobic way, but I think as a nation we have to rebuild and find ways of being self-sustaining. That we can't depend on food coming from different parts of the world.
Well, you know what's even kind of sad, because I would spend the summers down in Maryland, which is really great farming area. That food, you don't see like the little stands anymore. That food leaves, and we're getting food from somewhere else shipped. So it's not like we used to really get really good seasonal food there. The corn was not like any corn you could get in the supermarket, because it was fresh, it was terrific. The watermelon, cantaloupe, all that stuff was great. But now I don't see that as much because the food is just shipped out. Because you really don't have the small farmer who's like, I'll also sell some of this in front of my house. It's all corporate farming now.
Yeah, we haven't done enough to protect the small farms. You know, if I had a farm, a 100-acre farm, and some guy builds a $2 million house next to my farm, my property value goes up, and there was nothing to protect those guys. And then they say, well, the property's worth so much money, it's not worth it. I can make more money selling my property.
Out,
And we can't do that. We can't think that way.
Well, the other really sad thing about that, those family farms, that was for the next generation, the next generation. It's almost like it didn't really belong to you.
Right.
It was family and you were a caretaker. And now that that's gone, they come up with, like you said, $1.5 million that gets spent within a generation or so. But the family's history with that farm disappears forever, man.
Well, that's what they say. You don't plant trees for yourself. You plant them for your grandchildren.
Yeah.
I'm doing this thing in New York City on September 20th called Bicycle for a Day. And you can see it. The URL is www.bicycleforaday.com, FOR, not And the whole goal of that is, we're going back to something we spoke about earlier about environmentalism. If there was one thing that you could do to reduce carbon emissions, would you do it? And so I wanted to try to find a fun way for people, a proactive way, to do something, to do one thing to reduce carbon emissions. So I made this film. It played at Davos, Switzerland during the Economic Forum and inspired people. And everybody said, this is really great. We get the whole world to ride a bike for a day. But how do you do it? So for the last 3 years, I've been trying to organize and rally people to get them behind this idea. And finally now we have the South Street Seaport locked up for September 20th. We're selling dog tags on the website where you can raise money for the River Keeper, the Water Keeper Alliance, which cleans the rivers, lakes, and streams and the oceans in the United States, and American Forests Relief Program, which is planting millions and millions of trees all over the United States where these forest fires and in places that need, down in New Orleans where so many of those forests were knocked down by the hurricanes. So yeah, Bicycle for a Day. It's you can go on the website and look at it and sign up and it's because I want it to be something that's fun and proactive.
And every year, I guess it catches on a little more too. I mean, I'm sure that with a lot of your environmental stuff, you were alone with this when you first started out.
Yeah.
Now I know a lot of you guys wish that Al Gore was running for president. Do you feel like any of the people running for president get it right now?
I don't know. I think that Al Gore is more powerful on
the outside.
He's able to accomplish more environmentally than he would be if he were president of the United States, and he has more impact. I think that Bill Clinton is when he's not running his wife's election, but as the other things that he's been able to accomplish have been tremendous. I think he's more powerful now than when he was president of the United States because he reached out and he made friends all over the world. Where I think the current president didn't do that. That he wasn't a uniter. He was somebody who divided. And the goodwill that all of the world was bestowed upon the United States after September 11th, he's kind of squandered and upset and angered people all over the world. And I travel a lot because of my work, and I see people's reaction to Americans. And obviously, I love this country. and I want to do everything in my power to restore that. One of those things is starting this group called Card Carrying Liberal, which is just an organization to remind people what liberal means. Liberal has nothing to do with politics. It's something that's been pushed into the political arena. Our Constitution and our Bill of Rights are liberal documents. Liberal simply means freedom, or a child, or a book. And if you're a liberal, you're somebody who is, has an understanding of humanity and humanitarianism toward other people. That my grandfather's religion, he was, I don't know what it was, but I know his church was nature, and that his congregation was all the creatures and animals and plants that surrounded him. And he told me that his faith was that if he meets somebody who's thirsty and he has a hip flask full of water, that it's his obligation to share that water and help that person. If he doesn't have a hip flask full of water, it's to give that guy a hand up and take him to some place where he can get water. That's just simple humanitarianism. And liberal, some liberal accomplishments in our country are things like the Peace Corps, Social Security, public education, the freedom of speech, the freedom to be able to sit here and speak to you today on a radio show. That these are freedoms that should not be taken for granted, and they're freedoms that have nothing to do with the opposite of a liberal is not a conservative, and there are liberal Republicans and there's conservative Democrats. Liberal is about freedom, and it was really upsetting to see. I first became conscious of it with Ronald Reagan when he started saying card carrying communists or card carrying criminals, card carrying
liberals.
Card carrying liberals. Because it was a throwback to that card-carrying communist period in the McCarthy era, the horrible period of our country's history. And by doing so, he swiftly turned liberal into something that was anti-American. It was something that was a communist. It was somebody who doesn't support the troops. And I can't think of anything further from the truth than...
Well, the one thing about the left is they don't seem to be able to unite themselves the way the right has. I mean, you can see it in the primaries here, that they're kind of taking each other out before we even get to November. Yeah. And if you ever show up for any kind of demonstration, there are always people on the left that have signs that have nothing to do with that demonstration itself. Yeah. It will be like... You would have to admit that the right is definitely more organized than the left.
Yeah, but I don't think a liberal has anything to do with the left or the right. Liberal is free and
just
humanitarian.
Free.
Yeah. I think that there are people on both sides that believe in those freedoms and enjoy those freedoms, and I just don't like that word being kicked around and debased and degraded and redefined. That's something that Orwell wrote very, very well about. The changing of the meaning of words. When you start going down that path, you start to. That's the beginning of the end.
Well, you're right about that. Orwell was so far ahead. All you have to do is read that stuff to see the marketing that our own government does back at us. Matthew Modine, thanks so much for coming in. We'll plug the film and also the websites, Fez, for the stuff that he's doing.
Sure. Matthew Modine's new short film, I Think I Thought, playing tonight at the AMC 19th Street East at 9:45. It's going to be playing Friday, 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon. You can go to TribecaFilmFestival.org to check out more about I Think I Thought. And September 20th, Bicycle for a Day. Go to bicycleforaday.com.
Matthew Modine, thanks so much, buddy.
Thanks.
Ron and Fez Show.
Ron Bennington, Fez Watley. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Dr. Death, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, man. I'm a forensic psychologist, and I deal with murderers and rapists and child molesters every day, and Earl scares the shit out of me.
Eddie W. Peace Hold. This is Earl. This is the Earl we know.
No, but she keeps... No, I mean, I let...
Right, Earl?
N-E-W-P's Ho. N-E-W-P's Ho. N-E-W-P's Ho. N-E-W-P's Ho.
Scott Mooney, call him 5. Scott Mooney, call him 5. Eddie W. Peace Hold.
Why don't you just kick that redhead fucker's ass?
Believe me, there are times I've been wanting to drop him for a long time, but I would get arrested.
I'm a fuck up, Fez.
Dave, one more time. Don't touch me.
Here he goes. Oh, here he comes.
He's choking him. What the fuck did I just do? Oh, God. What the hell have I done?
Eddie W. Peace ho.
Earl? I will not be killing, molesting, or raping anyone. I'm not trying to kill you. Nope.
N-E-W-P's ho. N-E-W-P's ho. N-E-W-P's ho. N-E-W-P's ho.
Mike and lip again. He's holding his wrist. He's holding his shoulders to the side. Somehow, he's hurt himself, viciously attacking Dave. How's your wrist?
It's a little sore. Shoulder too.
If you broke your wrist, I'll never stop laughing.
N-E-W-P's ho. The Ron and Fez Show.
Now somebody, please call 1-866-ROD-0-FEZ, 1-866-ROD-0-FEZ. Pick up the phone and play it again, 1-866-ROD-0-FEZ.
Was that the Craze from yesterday?
That was the Craze giving out the digits.
Craze, of course, doing a big podcast this weekend. We got a chance to hear a little bit. We did a run-in at the end. He was fabulous. He was absolutely fabulous.
Would you expect anything differently from him?
You know what? I think he really found himself after being left alone yesterday. But during the podcast, I thought he did very, very well. I feel like Craze is going on today with you. You're out of your mind today.
What?
You are pregnant and out of your mind.
I am a little bit on edge, so things are bothering me. So, yeah, I gotta chill out, I suppose. But, you know, my wife might be going into labor any minute.
Any minute. All we're trying to do is we're waiting for a text message to come in.
Yeah, oh, my God, I just got a text message, and it says go time.
It's go time. And who sent that to you?
Yeah, and I just looked, and it's from Earl.
Yeah.
So that's a fucking little funny joke you're playing.
Look how long it takes you to get your text message, though. I told Earl to send you that how long ago? 15 minutes ago? Pre-Matthew Modine.
It was pre-Matthew Modine, and I think I sent more than one, too.
I just got another text message, go time. This one's from Pepper.
Funny.
So good.
That's how long it takes for you to get text messages, though. 20 minutes. You better just have her call you. Because that's 20 minutes to travel 8 feet.
Well, what type of phone service do you have? Because unless you're on the same phone service, sometimes they take longer.
Baby phone.
So that's your phone service?
I just got a text message now. This is from Flathead. It says blow time. I've got to go. I have got to go. Then I look over and you and Franklin were in screaming match with each other. You're out of your mind today.
Yeah. Well, you know, Mr. Hollywood, Mr. Matthew Modine, I figure
he's not Hollywood at all.
Yeah.
He lives in the Village in upstate New York.
Mr. Upstate New York and Broadway, Mr. Matthew Modine.
West Village.
Deserves to enter a studio without being accosted is my only thing, so.
Now you got Franklin upset. Franklin was ready to throw hands a minute ago. He was ready to throw hands.
Bring it. You
had a new dad.
You saw how I can. I got two more.
What is it?
Messages. Mikey. Go time. Mikey boy.
Oh, Mikey boy thinks it's the same bit. Nice.
No, that's not funny.
And
Wait a second. No go time. That's from Casey.
Oh.
No go time.
No time.
No time at
No
all.
time for you.
And
Very exciting time, though, for all of us. The baby's coming. And if this baby looks like Earl, I will kill you, Earl. You remember what happened to Mandingo when the baby immediately had to be poisoned?
Oh, man. And then he met a pot that he didn't like.
Why do you go back to that one scene? There were so many great scenes in that movie. You're always back to Mandingo soup at the end. And you're giving it away for everybody that hasn't seen the lovely film right now. I was just talking about a remake with Matthew.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Mr. Bicycle Everywhere, we had to send a limo for him today. So that's it. That's all I'm saying about Matt Modine.
It's an SUV.
Well, it's not September yet, I guess.
Go time
Jeez,
from Friday. So, you know.
Everybody's doing the same joke.
People, I am going to maybe have a baby.
Yeah.
Let's not fuck
The
around.
jokes are fun, too.
Just sort through all your go times.
Does everybody have your number?
There's a lot of people in here,
Yeah.
And somehow I was looking through my contacts the other day. Austin Scarlett's in my phone.
Let's call him.
From Project Runway?
One. Project Runway 1.
If Austin Scarlett texts, it's go time.
Earl, you were telling me that you went downtown last night. You went and saw this movie?
Yeah, I went to Lower East Side to see the film, and it was really interesting. Really, it's kind of like subliminal social commentary, and it was part of a block of short films.
Yeah, but what did you do with the rest of the night? You just can't there and watch movie shorts.
Well, I watched a couple of shorts for about an hour. Then I walked uptown for a bit, and then I met a friend of mine for a quick drink up on. Actually, I was not far from you. I was at that place, Opal.
Here's Tom. Tom, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, good job with Modine. I still think the guy deserves more parts than he's getting, but yeah, he's a great guy. And Dave, I thought the code word was rad. Isn't that the thing? Once you get the message that says rad, that means it's time to go?
That was a different code for a different era. Tom.
Ah, gotcha. Well, I'll be sending you some money for the 6-pack of Heineken that I lost.
Okay.
Here is Earl. You can go back to your room. I tried. I honestly tried. Here's Sean. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, sorry I brought you guys at work here, but hey, I had this vivid dream that Dave came to me in a dream and told me he's having the baby on Friday. I don't know if it's this week, whenever. I'm not even a big Dave fan. I mean, I like him and all. But
Well, if she finds protein in her urine today,
right.
We induce and probably have the baby on Friday. Now, what happens if she finds corn in her stool? Any ideas?
I don't think anything occurs with that.
Ho ho ho!
They just leave that alone.
So exciting. Who's all going in? You're going in?
Yep, I'm going in.
Is HTG?
Solera is going to maybe drive
Solera.
her. HTG's got to take the dog.
Okay,
that's her role.
Is Beanie going to go in?
Beanie was going to go in, but I might not tell her right off the bat. You know, like if they induce her, I'll pretty much wait till the baby's about to be born. Because if I can't have my mom there during the entire labor, she'll be driving me ape shit. Like she'll just drive me nuts.
Push, honey, like we used to push back in the Bronx in the 40s.
She'll be giving her directions, me directions. She'll tell me I need to lose weight.
Aim for the beanie cup.
Wow. Yeah, your job is to pick up Strummer. Oh, that's an important one. It's the job that you give the kid. That's no adult's job.
She came back from Chicago for that?
Yeah, to pick up the dog. What's the big deal? Fezzy, you okay over there? You seem like you're on edge. You're on edge during the whole Matthew Modine. I looked over and you looked like you were just fucking holding on to the table.
Yeah, I'm just very, very edgy as the Nut Hut looms closer and closer this weekend. I'm just very, very edgy and still no sleep.
Oh, by the way, the little girl from CTB was leaning over when I came out there. I got a full titty shot.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
That was a great top she was wearing today.
She's a little hottie too.
Yeah.
Little pixie that she is. Just a tiny little thing.
I didn't even notice.
All right. Well, here's an interesting question, Fez. And I know you like to follow the box office.
Right.
As a matter of fact, we didn't do this on the air, off the air. You picked the exact number for the chick flick last week, the pregnancy film.
Oh, the Tina Fey, Amy Poehler baby's mama, baby mama.
You picked the exact number when we were walking down the street.
18 million.
All right, why does he sound like Rain Man? Because that's the way he said it to begin with. Here's what they're asking at slashfilm.com. Will the release of Grand Theft Auto 4 hurt Iron Man at the box office? Now, this is going to surprise you since, Laszlo even asked us to do a couple voices. By the way, I've talked to people who've heard you, Fez, and I hear it all sounds great. I didn't know that a video game was that big that it could keep people home from seeing a popcorn movie.
It is now, because now they release Grand Theft Auto 4 during midnight. And when you remember, that's the way they used to release the biggest albums
and the biggest movies,
and the biggest movies. Yeah. So it is
and
that
sneakers.
Big. And plus, people get so obsessed with the game, they stay home for hours on a time. I know.
I've been getting emails from people who are telling me they're doing this in 5-6 hour shifts.
Yeah. So that's why people are not going to head out as much to Iron Man as they would have.
Is it this particular video game, Grand Theft Auto 4,
yes,
or that it would be any big, like Mario Kart or something that comes out?
I think Grand Theft Auto 4 is the biggest title
in video
games.
This is
it's the Super Bowl right now.
This is Pink Floyd The Wall just got released. It's Pink Floyd The Wall is out. Nobody's dealing with everything. Man, every time I look over at Franklin, he looks just pissed off. He is just steaming. Fred's giving me the yeah. I'm dealing with it. Fred, keep an eye on him. Don't let him do something crazy. Don't let him do something nutty over there.
We need a sharp closet.
I'm sorry if Mr. Sensitivity from the mean streets of Brooklyn got upset.
I gave Fred a real job, not like, oh, I want you to pick up a dog for me.
Watch the
you know
three-legged
what I mean?
dog.
You got a real job. Here's John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
I work for a video game website, GamerVision.com, and there's actually estimations that the entire summer movie, like all the blockbusters, are going to be influenced because this game is just supposed to be so long that the first few weeks, at least, you're going to see lower numbers than expected because of the game.
Well, is there any way to tell? I mean, I don't know if people are overly excited about these summer movies. You know, Iron Man, it seems like it's going to be fun, but I don't know people who are like, I can't wait for Iron Man. Some summers you have that kind of, excitement level. I remember before, George Lucas started the Star Wars again, people were crazy, and everybody was crazy about whatever the Lord of the Rings were. I don't know if anyone's dressing up like Iron Man. I am going to this. This is my popcorn summer. It's so weird. I'm going to see all the popcorn movies. You guys are going to see none of them. This is Earth 2. It's a crazy year.
I have no idea, and I see every trailer for these things.
Yeah.
These popcorn movies, the 6 you're going to see that now Dave and I can't. And I'm like, I forget in my mind that I'm not going to get to see that. And
you
the
really
trailer's
care?
as close as I'm getting.
I mean, out of all of them, I think the one that I'm most looking forward to is this Iron Man, because I do like Robert Downey Jr. And he's a guy that I've been pulling for years to get back on track. We didn't, he's a great actor.
Yeah.
And then he got a little fucked up there for a while. It's nothing none of us have done. By the way, Flathead wasn't happy with the Matthew Modine thing he wrote to me.
Really? Why?
He just put in a bunch of Z's. And then he said any package stories. He likes it when we're telling old Coke stories.
I think this is a really anticipated summer.
I don't think so. I don't think it's that kind of a big year.
I think between...
Hold on, he's up. I don't want him to rush. Don't rush him. Don't bull rush him. He's going to be a fun. You taking off? You know where to hide and do it. Nobody's going to see you there. Oh, he's upset. I've never seen him upset like this before. Here's Kevin. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, what's up, man? Listen, Grand Theft Auto, the reason it's going to detract from the movies is because it's 30 hours long for the...
All right, Dave, why are you panicking over there?
I just got go time. Wait a second. It's from Anthony Cumia.
You don't think that means Dawn's ready?
Oh, my
boy.
God. Hold on.
I'd love to be there when Dawn had her baby. And not just for the naughty bits.
Are you sure?
I don't trust Patrick in there. Talking about the kinks the whole time she's ready to give birth. The kinks are so underrated.
Do you think because Anthony's got big naughty bits that she might have big naughty bits?
You know what? Why talk dirty? I'm gonna get rid of you now, and I'm not even gonna talk to you, because that's like talking about our sister, or Fez's fantasy lover, your
Ex.
dream lover,
My ex. Sure, it hurts.
Was Coco also your ex fantasy lover?
Sure, Coco's one of my exes. I've dated a lot. You just don't realize it, Ron.
You date, but not in the same room. This is
Right.
part of why you're going to the Nut Hut this weekend, and I'm going to Costa Rica.
Don't go so far away.
What's the furthest I can go?
Jersey?
I don't want to go to Jersey.
It's got to be something to do.
Well, yeah.
I don't even like to be on this side of the fucking island. I got to look over and see Jersey. That annoys me. I like to be on the Brooklyn, Queens side of the island.
There's Hoboken.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff there.
Would you quit talking him out of it?
The Hoboken hobos. That's where the term hobo comes from.
Yeah.
Go back to Hoboken, you fucking hobo. That's like being called homeless town.
Why not change it?
Still, baseball was invented.
Because whatever they change it to, people, they could change that thing to Gatlinburg, and then we'd start calling bums Gats. Get the fucking Gat out of here. Here's Keith. Keith, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
0069.
All right, buddy.
Hooah, hooah. I have to say, I agree with you 100%, Ron. Despite all the good movies that'll be out this summer, this is not the breakout summer. It's going to be next year in 2009 when J.J. Abrams produced Star Trek movie comes out in May.
Yeah, see, that one I think people are going to sleep on the floor for. You know what I mean? They're going to be crazy for new Star Trek. But I don't think anyone's crazy. And I think all these movies will do good. But I don't think anyone's really looking forward to Speed Racer or, for whatever reason, the Batman franchise can't seem to get up there with the other ones.
It never does as well as like a Marvel Comics movie, like a Spider-Man or whatever. But yeah, I think with Heath Ledger dying, there's going to be a lot of anticipation to see him as the Joker.
All right, wait. I want you to do something for me. Do we have the Joker talking over that thing, Earl? You know what I'm talking about? The trailer.
We can get it up on YouTube. Hold on.
All right, we'll try to find that because I got something I want to put together with it.
And I think people are really looking forward to Indiana Jones coming back.
Yes. Now, do you remember that I was the first person that told you, guys, that John Huston's voice got stole for that last movie, that big Oscar-winning movie? Now I find out where Heath Ledger is stealing the voice when I heard this. Earl, come in here and get this from me and cue it up without playing it. I got to tell him things like he was a baby. Or else he'll go, I was up near your way having drinks at a place called Opal. Even though I fucking set him up to tell a story. For 2 days, he hasn't been able to tell a story. I set him up today. Was up your way having drinks near Opal. Who gives a fuck?
He doesn't
Who fucking cares about small talk? If you're having small talk on the radio, you're out of your mind. You should finish every fucking sentence here either making people laugh or enraging them, but not simply agreeing or giving me small talk. Oh, I'm as mad as Franklin when I fucking talked with you guys. All right, do we got the trailer? All right, let's take a trailer and just listen to the Joker's voice. Now, I came up with this last night when I heard the trailer. I'm going to this movie. You going, Fez?
No, I can't.
Too bad. It's going to be great.
I know.
I'm going to see it in Costa Rica, hopefully.
In Espanol.
You've changed things.
All right, listen closely to his voice.
Forever. There's no going back. See, to them, you're just a freak.
All right, that's plenty right there. Even take it right back to that point again. And I will just tell you that he stole the voice of Robbie Robertson from the band during the song Lazy River. Now, to play the trailer again, so now you can be listening, really paying attention to his voice in this.
You've changed things. Forever. There's no going back. See, to them, you're just a freak.
Now picture, here's the Joker singing the song.
The distant red neon shivered in the heat.
Oh my gosh!
Feeling like
Identical.
a stranger in a strange land. You know, where people play games with the night. God, it was too hot to sleep. I followed the sound of a jukebox coming from up the levee. You've changed things.
Somewhere up the lazy river.
Forever. There's no going back. All of a sudden, I could hear somebody whistling from right behind me. I turned around and she said,
Why do you always end up in Nick's Cafe? I said, I don't know.
I don't know. The wind
just kind of pushed me this way.
Forever.
It's the same exact fucking voice.
Wow.
The big movies this weekend is Iron Man. There's nothing else, right?
I don't think there's anything else.
What's the smaller movie? Is it a Jose and Cooper?
I'm not sure.
There's some movie, I think it's called Jose and Cooper Go Ass Hunting, that I definitely want to see. I don't even know if that's a mainstream movie.
Probably not.
I don't know if that's a mainstream movie at all. What is the next week's movie?
Then I think Speed Racer is after Iron Man.
So my next two movies are going to be Iron Man and Speed Racer.
A lot of metal.
Yeah.
Between those two films.
Why do you always end up at Nick's Cafe? I said, I don't know. Maybe the wind just kind of pushed me this way. I'm the Joker. It's fucking insane. Here's John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Dave, congratulations on the baby, first of all.
Thank you.
But baseball was invented in Hackensack, not Hoboken.
Why would anybody come up with baseball in Hoboken?
Caller's wrong.
I don't know. Maybe the wind just kind of pushed me this way.
Suddenly I could hear somebody whistling from right behind me.
Well, I'm so scared of the Joker.
Around and she said, "Why do you always end up down at Nick's Cafe?" I said, I don't know. The wind just kind of pushed me this way. She said, hang the rich.
That's the blue train.
Joker's got a good voice.
Nate, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, the Joker sounds a lot more like Tom Waits than Robbie Robertson.
No, Tom Waits sounds like a man. The Joker sounds like a Canadian. An Indian Canadian here to steal all the fucking money from the other members of the band.
Both voices sound a little put on to me, whereas Tom Waits...
That's true.
It's natural.
Have you guys heard any of the new songs by that chick that's singing the Tom Waits albums? The big-titted girl from Lost in Translation?
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember? We did the story like years ago that she was doing a...
Yeah, that's right.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Here's a little Scarlett Johansson right here.
There's no going back.
Oh, she's scary.
See, to them, you're just a freak.
Here's David. David, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie. You might want to check out that Speed Racer trailer. It looks like a piece of dog shit. And Watley, I don't know how any adult can be excited about this thing coming out.
I'm thrilled to see it. I think it looks cool.
I'm Popcorn and Ronnie Bennington. Well, you're not going to see it this year, Fez. You're going to see it next year.
I got to wait a full summer?
Well, that's the cool thing. Next year, you're going to have all the 09 movies.
Right?
Plus all the 08 movies.
That's not fun at all. I've been waiting 20 years for the new Indiana Jones movie.
That's the one that's going to hurt for you to miss.
So it's going to be devastating. And you say that with such glee in your voice
Yeah, it is.
and face for those listening.
The thing is, I know it hurts you. And then I know what you did to Franklin today. You got him so upset. I had to hire Fred to keep him back.
But my mom brought me a Star Wars, or she was pregnant when she brought me a Star Wars, so I was going to do the same with my baby.
Huh?
I wanted to bring my baby.
Don't take a little baby to the movies.
Why not?
It'll cry.
You're sounding more and more like Superstar. You're not fucking sounding like a sane person at all. He'll cry. That baby cried, Ron and Fez.
Make the baby cry.
You can't do that. Ty, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie B. Hey, Fezzy.
Hey.
Hey, man, I saw that trailer last night and thought the exact same thing. I'm a huge band fan. I love that album. Listened to it hundreds of times, and I thought, just kind of in the back of my mind, wow, that sounds like... And you nailed it, brother.
Thank you very
dead
much,
on.
brother. I'm going to send you in the big-ass prize closet just for agreeing with me. That's all. It's the only thing you did. You agree with me, you get a prize. I'm not going to fake it anymore and act like I'm going to try to convince people. Just, if you agree with me, I'm going to give you something. It's that simple. P.T. Landis, our young go-getter, this young intern that we had, he was furious about the Vanity Fair picture. Bring me in the Vanity Fair. Now, he claims that this little girl, Hannah Montana. Now, Fez, have you ever seen Hannah Montana? It's a show about a little girl. She lives in Montana, and she's like rip-roaring. She's shooting guns, and she's like a little Annie Oakley. So she's little Hannah Montana, and she got her picture done in Vanity Fair, and they showed some back. And Peter, you were furious about this yesterday.
Yeah, I think it's kind of ridiculous she did that.
You think that she's being sexified by the adults?
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Let's bring me the Vanity Fair, Earl. Here it comes into the room. Now, if you see this, well, here's the first picture. This is her and her dad, kind of sexily laying across her dad's lap. Does this bother you at all?
Dad's got her hand a little close to her breast right there.
Yeah, but that is her father, and the guy is not a kid toucher. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's, to me, nothing sexual about this. All right, here's the next picture that she's getting in trouble for. You can see that her back is exposed, and it basically looks like she has a prom dress on with the exposed back. Now, it's not a prom dress. It's actually a blanket. You could also see that it's not a very alluring face that she's using there.
Yeah.
It's almost confused. And the makeup looked like it got put on by the Joker. Somewhere up the crazy river. But you find this that she's been sexified.
Yeah, this is a 15-year-old girl who's made to look naked with a bed sheet over her.
Right. But don't you agree that if she just had one strap, it would be no more than...
I think if she was wearing a dress, it'd be different.
Right.
But she's made to look naked with a bed sheet around her.
But what is the purpose of the picture? You think to try to turn men on?
I'm not sure what it is. I think it's Annie Leibovitz taking a top star and, just saying that, just trying to make fame out of it.
Now, Annie Leibovitz doesn't need any more fame. Annie Leibovitz is the #1 portrait photographer that we have in this country, particularly celebrity portraits, that you could go back 25 years, and it's almost a sign of you've made it if Annie Leibovitz takes your picture. This would be like you would make it if you were a product and you went up Dave's ass. It's almost the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now, this came to me by a friend of mine. It said, okay, how old do you think most models are when you're looking in a magazine?
They're all like 17, 18, 19.
So you think the 2-year difference is the big problem for you?
I think it's a pretty big difference. And I also think the big problem with me is that she's got like millions of 9, 10, 11-year-old fans.
Right.
That are seeing her made to look naked with like a bed sheet.
And what do you think that's going to do to them?
I think it's going to make them think that this is sexy and this is stuff they should be doing at their age.
That they should be sitting there with a blanket on themselves.
Yeah.
You're afraid children are going to start sleeping nude. Or at least topless. Because we don't know if she's nude. I mean, I'm not turned on by this, and I'm not one to say I'm not turned on by, sexual pictures, so I would... Do you find this a sexual picture, Dave?
I do.
Okay. Fez?
Oh, no.
Because it's a woman? Earl?
Oh, not at all.
Pitsy?
Yes, it's very sexy.
All right, so we're definitely divided on this one. Do you have a problem with it, Dave?
No, I
don't.
don't.
You think she's old enough to...
Yeah.
To
15 is fine. I
Right.
mean, again, you're not having sex with her. Clearly that would be wrong. But
Right.
she's 15.
I don't see it actually as a sexual picture for me. Pitsy, are you offended by it?
No, not at all. I mean, I think it's sexy, but it doesn't cross a line of like child pornography at all.
See, the thing about the difference I have with the photo, Mr. B, is that to me, my fantasy is that she's just had sex. That's the look they were going for, and that her hair is tousled, her makeup is askew, so she was just, having intercourse.
So you're seeing this as she's freshly effed.
Boom. And so that's why I find it hot.
All right, so here's the interesting thing, and this happens really with a lot of art. This has to do more with the viewer than the model or the photographer. There is no way that I feel like this young lady has just had sex. This child has just had sex. It doesn't dawn on me. Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hey, buddies.
Yeah.
I think a big problem for this is adults having to deal with the fact that they find it sexy that a 15-year-old picture.
Well, maybe that's what's that's fucking with PT, because your girlfriend's pretty young, right?
No, she's my age. She's 21.
Oh, I was hoping she was younger. So I could slam that right back at you. And I do, here's the difference here. I do think that he's having an honest reaction to this. I don't think that he's got false outrage. But at the same time, I don't think that you're paying attention to most fashion models. I think they're all just about this age, and you're okay with it.
I think that a lot of the fashion models, though, people that look up to fashion models are girls that are in that age range that want to be fashion models.
Why does this little girl need to have people look up to her? And why does anybody want their children to look up to anyone? That's
Disney's
insane.
property.
What you're saying is then your child looks up to a corporate logo.
Yeah.
You're already raising your child fucking incorrectly.
100%. These girls look up to Miley Cyrus. They've been following her for years now. She's the biggest thing ever on Disney.
But that's stupid. What I'm trying to say is when you use anyone as a role model for your kids, you're being fucking ridiculous. particularly a corporate spokesperson. It'd be like if suddenly the entire fucking country thought that the Kellogg's fucking Tiger made sense for them. Here's Tracy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I haven't even seen this picture yet, but Ron, listening to you describe it, it sounds like maybe the photographer was trying to make a statement about how we are, to use the guy's word, over-sexifying our children too early. She's got a confused look, there's too much makeup. I mean, come on, look at it.
Yeah, I personally don't see this as sex. I really don't. And in the meantime, I really think, particularly for males, a 15-year-old sexuality has nothing to fucking do with you. There is sexuality that 15-year-old girls do, and it belongs to them. It doesn't belong to you or you or you. It's got nothing to fucking do with you. But to act like 15-year-olds, there isn't something sexual in your nature, that's fucking insane, too. Because there is. 15-year-olds were getting married 2 fucking generations ago.
Yeah.
So their bodies are built for that. But that's for them and people their age and for them to think about. It's got nothing to do with you, Aqualung. Well, you don't need to be sitting over there staring at them.
Well, but sorry, Fez, but I mean, what I was going to say is the thing is, if they do have sexuality, yeah, why couldn't we just look at their sexuality? We're not going to have anything to do with them, but why is it such a sin to say, hey, that Miley Cyrus is hot?
It's a whole different situation. Yours is sick, and he's acting like it doesn't exist. Did you have sex at 15, PT?
No.
Did you, Dave?
No.
Not who am I talking to?
19.
Pitsy, did you?
Yeah, that's when I lost my virginity.
And how old was the girl you're with?
She was also 15.
Yeah. And that's not fucking uncommon. It's about 50-50. And when I was 14, my second that I was with was even a little younger than me. We were fucking terrible. And it was in fucking unlocked cars in our neighborhood.
Just someone else's car?
Where am I going to fucking go? To a goddamn Red Roof Inn? I'm fucking 14.
All right.
I have nowhere to go. I don't want to fuck in the bushes like an animal. Take her in the back of a fucking Rambler like a gentleman.
Someone's car.
So what? Lock the fucking doors. I'm not stealing anything. I'm dropping a very young hammer. I don't think I'm alone with that. But I just happened to be on the fucking asexual show of fucking 2008.
I fucked in a Corolla.
All right, thank you. Yeah, but that was last night. I don't know where to go. Can't check into some fucking place. I'm a kid. I'm a child. Mikey boy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. I'm a parent and actually have a child who is into this Hannah Montana thing, and I really don't see anything at all that's a problem. I mean, it doesn't appear to be overly sexualized, and even if it seems like Annie Leibovitz was trying to make her look attractive, and that's all there is to it. I'm not up in arms about it.
Here's the interesting thing, too. Your kids probably watch this show, right?
Yeah.
They're not going to pick up a Vanity Fair. No, this, again, is the media creating false outrage. And I don't say they're taking a guy like PT and then he feels like he has to, pick a side here. I really do believe him that he's a little offended by this.
But, Mikey boy, hasn't Hannah Montana worn less on the Disney show? I mean, the show takes place at the beach. She's been in bathing suits.
So she just had
against popular opinion, it doesn't take place in Montana.
If she had a small strap that went around her back here, everybody would be comfortable.
Yeah.
They keep referring to the topless shot, and it's not even close to a topless shot.
No, it isn't. Really there is more cloth on the front of her than if she was wearing a dress. Now, the back is exposed, and this is when I would normally say, nice to see you back. And that would be my fun little play on words. That goes back to the 1930s. Nice to see you back. Yeah. Not like some idiots who yell, nice back.
Back time!
All right, Mikey boy. Do we got anything for Mikey boy's kids in the prize closet?
Yeah, we got a couple of kids' DVDs.
All right, I'm going to give your kids some DVDs.
Cool. Awesome,
all right?
Thank you.
And tell them that's from Uncle Ron and Aunt Crazy. Because I want them to be okay if Fez doesn't get out of that nut hut.
All right, cool.
All right, bye.
See you guys.
I love the Mikey boy. It's like we never see him. Oh, I'm going to be free for a week. Came up for 4 minutes.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
In the meantime, I got you and fucking Franklin actually throwing hands at each other.
Yeah, well.
Thank Christ I had Fred in here. Fred is the new Poe.
Well, if Fred's a peacekeeper.
Yeah.
Never said that. Although the text message I got from Fred said simply cunt time, which
Is that the code?
Don't need right now.
Boy, he throws that word around like it's not even a problem. Here's Mary. Mary, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
What can we do for you, Mary? Mary, where are you bugging?
What?
Where are you bugging? What can we do for you?
Why
honey?
am I bugging?
Yeah.
I think that the problem that I have the most is that she takes all these like racy pictures, and that's cool, but she shouldn't say that she's like a virgin or whatever. It's
She
just
probably
like
is a
embrace the
virgin.
fact that you're a hoe, and like be a hoe and be the best hoe you can.
All right. Now, no one said that she wasn't a virgin, but
Oh, she has that wholesome image, though. She like tries to say, "Oh, I'm a virgin," and "Oh, I'm wholesome."
She
and
probably
I
is a
family
virgin.
Values.
Yeah. She probably
But let's also say this. At 15, she's not deciding to say this. Everything that she says is being fed to her by the corporate people. That's not her saying it. And her parents were here when she did this picture, right?
Yes.
Well,
No,
obviously,
they left. They had left when she did that one.
No, I think the mom left, or the dad left.
The mom and
Billy
the dad
Ray
left.
why they leave it in alone places?
That was like the last 15 minutes of the shot. She was with her grandma.
Well, anyone who's ever had their pictures taken, they always go at the end, hey, let's do something silly now. And that's the fucking one that shows up in the paper. The fucking silly shot at the end. That is a fucking gimme. Oh, why don't you guys put on each other's pants and chase each other? Just for fun, just for us. And that's the one that gets on the fucking paper.
I don't see why Disney didn't have a say in this. How come these shots were allowed to get out?
Well, that's a very good point, that you can do that. Probably Annie Leibovitz wouldn't have done the fucking picture with him.
Yeah.
Annie Leibovitz doesn't need Miley fucking Cyrus. Let's get that out. I was actually even supposed to go see her do a shoot not too long ago. Something came up. Here's Rick. Rick, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, sir, it's Rich. Yeah, Ron, that thing is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing, what it's intended for. It's publicity. You know, I don't know if the ratings on the show are going down, but it's got people talking Hannah Montana again.
Well, you know what's really funny? You know, this exact same thing was said to me by a very good friend of mine in the fashion industry. Well, he was in the fashion industry. Now he's in the cupcake industry, Mr. Mike Kaka. He said, this is exactly what you want to happen with the campaign, where you stir up this stuff. Calvin Klein used to do it years ago, and he would purposely take pictures that were on the edge, and then you get another 400 times publicity out of what, you know, those pictures would go into one magazine for paid, and then the rest of the magazines would pick it up. All the news people would pick it up and would be out there for free. So he says, cornies and rubes, we're all fucking buying into this by even having this conversation.
Well, it's very odd that she would do this photo shoot, be happy with it, and then all of a sudden say she's embarrassed and sorry for it.
Unless her parent company told her to.
Yeah, because I think it's probably them behind it, because not so much because of the wholesome image, but we keep hearing how Hannah Montana is going to make $1 billion by the time she's 18. I wouldn't be surprised that it's Disney doing it to put Hannah Montana in her place, to hold her down.
I don't know how they would hold her down, because they're partners with her. You know, if she makes $1 billion, they're going to make $4 billion. But the point here is they do fucking rule with an iron glove. They get pissed off about a million things. I used to do a show in Florida. They had the Orlando station used to fucking drop out of us all the time when we offended Disney. We used to do a thing. We had a guy called the Disney Spy that would just tell us where people threw up, who got busted for smoking pot, girls that were naked on some of the rides and shit. And it was basically just, you know, cute, fun stuff. they got that fucking Orlando station would literally just start fucking going to Van Halen as soon as we started to talk about it. And I mean, they are tough as shit. They were pissed off at something ronfez.net, at the fucking listening thread on ronfez.net.
Jesus.
And they came after me with, not too long ago, over a guest that was in here. And I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, but I had to fucking say to the people who book here, I'm not in charge of the fucking listening thread. I guarantee you, if you go to those fucked up listening threads right now, people are writing Z's for Matthew Modine. That's why I don't even fucking read the things. Yesterday, for fun, I went to the listening thread when Adam from the Beastie Boys was on the O&A show. I went to whackbag and ronfez.net. They fucking blasted. Yeah, one of the fucking Beastie Boys come in. A huge fucking band that's been around forever. And right away, would someone please Ramon this asshole? So the PR people fucking read this. And Earl knows we've had people go, I don't want people to do the show because of something that was written on your website. And we'll go, it's not our website. So if the PR people sometimes get one guest that they feel isn't getting respect, whether it's from me and Fez, from callers, or from the website itself, then they don't let other guests come in. Well, you can't live your life where you're like, we got to tell everybody to be really nice because a guest is coming in. There's nothing you can fucking do about it, is the basic thing. That's just the way that, things run. But we were supposed to have Paul McCartney on the show, and we didn't fucking get him.
Oh, my
because of some
God.
shit that was done on the listening threads.
Fucking listening thread?
And then we got an email saying, why don't the listening threads get more love? More shout-outs.
Here's a good buddy of mine, Mr. Hard Rock Johnny.
Hello, boys.
Yeah.
I think, and I kind of read this too, that maybe she's trying to get out of her contract with Disney because she's locked up with them for a while, and maybe they kind of get rid of her because I don't know if she really needs them anymore. She's out there and could sell. She's the biggest selling concert tours are her right now. It's
Now,
insane.
does Disney own a piece of those concert tours?
Yeah, they have to have a piece of it because they have her. So it's
So I think that anything that sells, whether it's the little lunch boxes, whether it's I don't know what the hell they give out. These kids, they want everything. I think Disney gets a piece.
Well, and they've kind of the way, I don't know if you, and I hate the fact that I know this, but the way that this all started was she was actually a character on another Disney show, Zoe 101, and they spun her off. And then the Jonas Brothers, who are like the #2 touring act right now, spun off of Hannah Montana. And now they're trying to spin another band off of the Jonas Brothers. They're just trying to continually mass market these huge acts that are,
You know more about these children than I'm very comfortable
I'm
with.
in the music
I have
business.
never heard of any of these kids.
I'm in the music business. What can I tell you? I mean, it's it's a little scary, but that's kind of Disney has this little formula thing now where they've kind of figured this out. I mean, there is no
I know that you booked Lindsay Lohan in that Bad Luck movie, which I tried to watch because Johnny was running the whole Hard Rock thing that day.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, it's unbearable.
That was a horror, and it's always on HBO. Every time I turn HBO,
I know.
it used to be
And I'm
on.
like, I said to my chick, I go, we got to watch this because Johnny lined this whole thing up, and this is done at his Hard Rock. I can't make it to the Hard Rock scenes. It's so god awful, and yet everybody talks about that little girl like she was important.
Oh,
but
yeah.
every product she makes is garbage.
It's amazing too. People have her, now they're just to the point where they'll pay her to show up just to get a picture taken. I know for a fact we did something with a company. They paid her into the six figures to show up to have her picture taken with a product. She walked into the party, had her picture taken, walked out the back door, and they gave her six figures. And that's what all these, and that's the picture that got picked up by the media and went everywhere. Was her with this product, and it's
So if I said, look, I'll pay her $100,000. I want her to come past Java Girl and have a soda or a chocolate milk. They'll take the picture of her. That'll get out, and then that place will become hot after that.
Yeah, and it's the same thing they do right now in Vegas. They're paying, like, Paris Hilton's getting paid, $300,000, $400,000 to go to an opening of a club because if she's there, it's got to be cool. It's these people who do nothing with their life, still kind of control the way that everybody does everything. They Paris was there, let's go. And whoever the it girl is at that time, they make big money to go there, show up, have a couple of cocktails for free, and walk out the back door. And
See,
everyone, that's the picture.
Fez buys into this. He goes everywhere the Jonas Brothers are.
Yeah.
And he has his dick out.
And I just missed them.
With your cum. You just missed them with a couple
we did
spots
a
of
Jonas,
cum.
What did multiple Fez say to you when you walked by?
We did a Jonas
God.
Brothers concert here. It was insane. We had people camping out from 7 o'clock at night the day before for a 7 o'clock a.m. show. It was for an early morning show. And it was mothers and 15-year-old daughters. And they were sleeping out overnight. And I've never been yelled at and screamed at by an adult.
That's because you're asking for blowjobs to get him to come backstage. That's really wrong.
Johnny!
That was not what I was doing.
Oh.
The mothers were worse than the kids. You have to let my daughter in there, you fat bastard. I got called a fat bastard by him.
I'm sorry. You know what, Johnny? I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Their daughter didn't get in to see the show, so fuck you.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So, call me whatever you want. You know what I mean? I don't
Why
care.
do you say that?
You know?
You know what? You look good, Johnny. I don't want you to take any shit off these people.
Next time you want in, bring a pie.
That's just...
Fez, that's not nice.
Oh.
Well, it's the kind of stuff that puts you in a nut hut, Fez. That's not something humans say to other human beings.
Oh,
Johnny, I'm sorry you're going through all this. I really am. It's terrible.
Okay now.
I'm going to learn boundaries.
Okay. All right, FP. I'll talk to you later, my man.
Later, boys.
All right, take
See ya.
care.
And thanks to Hard Rock Johnny for texting me, it's burger time.
Did he really
thought
do that?
that was funny.
I'm fucking starving now.
What the hell? Pilaf.
I think I'm going to go to some French food after the show.
Really?
Yeah.
The place?
Yeah, the place.
Oh, man.
Where you take Claire.
Hey!
Oh, did I tell you I saw her in there?
No.
Yeah. Licking my nuts.
Okay. That never happened.
What do you
listening
care? You're not
audience.
with her anymore. And
Doesn't
then, you know what?
matter.
And don't just throw them out there like that's all they are, as a listing of it. They're other things. They're individuals.
They're right.
You know what I hate? You ever have the fucking things in the back of the cab where they act like, hey, you're in the back of the cab. They act like the only thing I do in my life is be in cabs. I have other fucking things, but they think I can't relate unless they throw in cab lingo.
And a lot of stories about cabs.
Yes, and I'm like, just stop with the cabs. This is one very small part of my day.
I think the sports guy even changed the name to the Cleveland Cabs at one point.
Don't do all that kind of shit.
Am I going insane?
Watch for those potholes. You know what? I don't fucking need to hear about potholes. I'm trying to get a quick weather thing.
I never understood why they show traffic on the news when you're at home. What's the purpose of that?
Before
What's
you're
that?
headed out.
Why
Yeah.
would they show traffic on
Well, you got two reasons.
By the time you're in
One-
your car, it's going to change.
Yeah, but you got, like Fez said, you're headed out. Or what if you got somebody coming home? Then you could go, oh, Dad, let's start dinner. Dad's stuck in the fucking Holland Tunnel like a goddamn ignoramus.
All right, but these days with cell phones, you think Dad could just fucking call in and say, I'm
Well,
stuck in the Holland Tunnel.
nowadays with the cell phones and the video games, it's all different, Matthew Modine. I could get a fresh fucking cantaloupe when I was a kid. Didn't want to talk about any of the movies.
No.
Just wants to talk about. But I even tried to take it back to his career.
Right.
Boom, spins it. Okay, I guess he did movie talk with Franklin, like Dave heard him do.
Yeah.
They went through all his
Right.
IMDb's, just movie talking the whole time.
And they were talking, as Matthew Modine put it, a lot about the intranet. The intranet.
I noticed he said antibiotics like you do.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be pronounced.
It is not.
Here's Frank. Frank, you're on Ron and Fez. Frank. Going? I'm sure your name isn't Frank then. I got Pitsy on the phone today. Here's another Frank. You're on the Ron and Fez show.
Frank from Jersey. You hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, I just wanted to say I think you're totally off base on this whole Miley Cyrus thing because, 15-year-old girls don't need to be taken pictures of that way. I have a 4-year-old daughter now. There's so much shit out there that kids can get hooked on that's bad and negative. This Hannah Montana thing is a positive role model for them. It's supposed to be wholesome, and there's just no reason to
Your daughter's
justify
not going to pick up this magazine.
the Vanity Fair. I agree.
Now,
but it's
the other part of this is, too, there's already 15-year-old girls in these magazines. 3,
Right,
there's
but you're
nothing...
talking about 15
There's
you're
nothing
talking about
sexual about this thing. I don't want your 4-year-old daughter ever to be embarrassed of the fact that she has a back. There is nothing sexual about the back. If you really, If you really want to give your daughter something to be in, have her take control and responsibility for her own actions and nothing about Hannah Montana. Teach her that her body is hers and no one can tell her what to do.
I agree, and I think the difference is the fact that her picture, that Miley Cyrus picture, is completely gratuitous. There's no reason for it other than trying to sex her up, making her look older than she is.
I want you to understand something.
Promote her in a sexual way.
Every picture taken is fucking gratuitous. Every time that you turn on Entertainment Tonight and someone is showing you their great hot tub or their swimming pool and telling you how marvelous their life is, and then later you find out that same fucking person OD'd. It's all bullshit. It's all about selling products. That's all anything is. You think that you're going to get a hot tub and be fucking happy? It doesn't happen that way. I've had money and I've been broke. And all the shit you see in those fucking magazines is bullshit. It's 100% sales. From the time you wake up in the morning to the time you shut your eyes at night. Just try to take a day and try to think of how many logos that you'll see in any given moment. As you're walking down the street, as you're driving. They are selling to you constantly. And you know you're in credit card debt, and everybody you know is in credit card debt. Have these fucking things made you happy? Have one of these goddamn things made you happy? Is there any reason to be fucking sleeping out at night for a video game like a goddamn idiot to pick up a video game? And I'm telling you that as the fire chief. All these things are bullshit. It's a
good game.
It's all bullshit, beginning to end. These kids, it's up to them how to live their life. A bunch of people in their 40s sitting around saying what 15-year-old people should do with their bodies. It's up to them. It's got nothing to do with you. Particularly you, Earl. I saw you with your taped up ass all over the intranets.
Man, I love my body. I had no problems.
We do, though. That fucking California raisins you were wearing over yourself. It's disgusting. Ron and Fez show.
Ronnie B, Fez W, Ron and Fez.
Hey, could you play that song? I love it. That It Makes Me Crazy, or It Makes You Crazy song.
It makes me crazy. It makes me crazy just to be a cool boy. It makes me crazy just to be an average man. It makes me crazy just to do a little thing. And I hate the crazed haters because they make me suck. It makes me crazy just to be crazed. It makes me crazy just to be a little crazed. People hate me and try to impersonate me, but they can't do anything like me. It makes me crazy just to be a cool. It makes me crazy just to be out of the fool. It makes me crazy just to go clubbing. It makes me crazy to have all the chicks loving. It makes me crazy just to do my thing. It makes me crazy just to be cool and fool. It makes me crazy just to be around the truth. It makes me crazy. I don't have any more lyrics to this song.
Nice one. You twisted at the end. You did a swerve.
Way to wrap it up.
That's comedy.
The Ron and Fez Show.
Tell me, Curly, how do you know Miss Cross?
We went to Harvard together.
Oh, that's great. I wrote a hit play and directed it, so I'm not sweating it either.
We gotta check them.
Well put there, Rushmore kid. Ron and Fez show, 866 Ron 0 Fez. 866 Ron 0 Fez. Hey, Daniel, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Where's Crazed? I heard he had a really good story about some cigars or something.
Crazed is will be my co-host on Monday through Friday. And
we're supposed to be on vacation Monday through Friday.
Well, didn't you just tell me not to go away?
Well, yeah, but not to come do the show.
If I'm going to be here,
yeah.
What else? What more fun could I have than this show for 3 hours a day? And Crazed is available. Why not do it?
Well, I'll be in the Nut Hut, and I'll feel bad about that.
Well, I could go to Costa Rica.
Well, now that's too far away.
Where the hookers are younger than Hannah Montana.
We need a nice compromise.
Yeah, the compromise is everybody gets the vacation they want. I should go on the vacation I want. You're getting the lovely, restful vacation that you want. And no sharp things and no keys.
What if I need you?
I'll be right here then. I'll be right here with Crazed. And I'll just show up with him and go, wait, Fez is in there and this motherfucker isn't?
It'll be a hostage exchange program.
I'll show up with Craze and yell, this is Fez's dad, and push him on top of you.
Craze will be part of a Night of 100 podcast coming up this Sunday. He's a late minute entry, but that's going on this Sunday starting at 9 o'clock in the East on Tour 2.
Give me the desk that you're going to be staying at. Give me the phone number so I can call there and say nutty stuff. I'll call there and say my buddy Fez Watley's going to kill everybody in that entire Crazed house.
Don't say things that are going to get me sedated and locked up.
You know what? You don't want me to stay. You don't want me to go. You don't want anything. It's like you're out of your mind crazy.
Well, that's why I'm going. So, but if you could just be on standby for me.
All right, what are pics of Willie, Wyoming? Flats is writing that Mitchell said that you had pics of Willie, Wyoming. He's all whacked out listening to the show. You should have never let him back in our life, Fezzy. You fucked up again.
That was not my choice. I said for him to stay away.
By the way, Fez, Flats also wrote, this is 13 years too late. You going into the nut.
Nice, Flat. He's got to find work.
You're very comfortable with this, though, right? The show started today, you were nervous, but now you're joking around about it.
Yeah, well, I'm like, one thing that has helped me get through the past few weeks is the fact that I've kind of surrendered to it and like said, all right, I'm just going in the Nut Hut. I mean, as it gets closer and closer, I'm going to be scared to death to walk through that gate.
You know, we were talking the other day about having dark secrets. I don't think you can have one worse than I went into a crazy house. And you're willing to, I'm serious. And you're willing to say that out loud. That's gotta be, pathetic isn't the word.
I hope it's not.
It's gotta be brave or personal and empowering to be able to say to people, I went in the crazy house. Like a crazy person.
Well, I mean, I'll always have, where I can talk about, my time in the Nut Hut. My time in the institution.
I mean, this is the weird thing. I mean, we know, like, Crazed is a friend of ours. Mm-hmm. Patty, Big A. These are all functioning members of society. They are fine. Matty Fridays hasn't been in the fucking Nut Hut.
Yeah, and he walks the streets.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, everyone knows that secret about me.
All right, everybody's got deep, dark secrets. I think it's time to play Confessions.
Ooh.
I do. I think it's time that we get Confessions started. Is he waiting for someone else? You know what he's like? He's like when Crazed was in here going, I'll take a phone call, and thinking that it would just happen. Why are you in that seat when you don't want anything in front of you?
I would just slip my mind.
But that's all you got to do all day. Who wants to do the first confession here today? By the way, I'll send you into the big-ass prize closet. If you got a confession that intrigues us, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. I also know Fred from Brooklyn is here, and I'd love to hear one of his. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Let's start this with Dave. As always, I'm going to shoot for the high watermark right off the back.
All
Dave,
right.
What's your confession?
Father Bennington.
You don't have to do the nutty stuff.
Okay. All right. So, I was at Fordham University, and I was
fucked up.
Really sick. I was sick, ill, fever. And, oh, by the way, this is about 2 weeks after this girl told me that my cum tasted bad. She was fat. Anyway, I go home, because that's what I always did when I was sick. And I, would always just take a train right straight to my parents' house. I get into my house, and I hear my parents having sex upstairs, which was really disgusting because they were in their late 50s at the time. Anyway, my mom comes down, says, why don't you go up to bed, our bed, and watch TV? That's what I always do when I'm sick. I always sit in my parents and watch things. So I'm there, and I sort of look to my left, and there's some wet spots on the bed, and then I notice on the pillowcase there's a little bit of jizz. left over. Swear to God.
This was daytime, afternoon delight?
This was 3:30 afternoon.
Now, you know as a Catholic boy, you can't swear to God and not mean it.
Swear to God, with both hands, everyone can see me, swear to Ron and Fez during confessions. I would not make light of that. When I saw the thing, what the girl told me to, this fat bitch said that my cum tasted bad. So I saw there was some there. I have no idea. I think it was probably the fever or whatever, but I put my finger in it and basically ate my own dad's jizz. Which I've never thought about until right now when we're doing confessions.
Wait, Earl finally quit. Earl, you left? Now, was it cum that freaked you out, or was it his dad? Here's what I can't understand. Why were you guys, did it take you so long to get, that's where he was going with it. By the time he laid in his parents' bed at Wet Spot, I knew he was going to lick it.
Yeah, I did. Well,
now, how did it taste?
It didn't taste
Minty
good.
fresh?
It did not taste good.
So you're saying in your family...
If I'm saying to my wife or to any of my former girlfriends, if you had cum that doesn't taste good, it's the genetic thing. Don't blame it on my diet or anything like that. But seriously, when that girl told it to me, I was scarred. And then when I ate my dad's cum...
and it didn't taste as sweet as you wanted?
It was revolting.
You wanted it to taste like one of those butter jelly beans.
And I wish I hadn't said that because my brother listens to the show.
I'm sure
you asked.
Later in the future you'll also eat your brother's cum.
It won't.
I'm sure everybody will be part of this.
So please forgive me.
No, I can't.
Come on.
Even a confession I can't. There are not... Okay, then I give you an infinite amount of Hail Marys.
Oh.
Anytime that you're alive, you should be saying a Hail Mary. All right, you've said some disgusting things. That might have taken it.
I know. This happened. Actually, it kind of crossed my mind the other day, but then it really just came into the forefront of my mind right now while you were talking about secrets. But I've never thought about it, and something just triggered. Oh my God! 11 years ago, when I was 19.
By the way, you made your pregnant wife throw up. Did she know this story?
No. When I was 19, so 11 years ago, I ate my dad's jizz. It's disgusting, I guess, on so many levels, but, you know, what the hell, we're talking about confessions. And the weird thing is, I do feel better having said it.
I know, there is something really powerful about that. Earl, can you beat Dave's confession?
I don't know if I can, but I'm going to give it a shot. I mean, when I guess I was about 8 years old. It was around July 4th because I remember everyone was like snapping off firecrackers and M80s and all that stuff. And my brother and I, we were playing, what's that game, Skelly with the bottle caps?
Mm-hmm. When you ate his cum?
No, I didn't eat his cum.
Okay, that would have been great if you did. If you did, that would have really been helpful.
And there was these two other guys that weren't part of like our little group. They were for some reason trying to build a tree house.
You ate their cum?
I didn't eat their cum. And, you know, older kids came up to them and started, one was talking to them, just like, hey, what are you guys doing? And the other guy slipped a big, I don't know if it was an M80 or firecrackers into the back pocket. And I could see it all unfolding as it was happening. As they walk away, light the fuse, you can hear the sound of firecrackers and flesh explode, and the kids started screaming. And for whatever reason, my brother and I, we ran. We didn't check the kid out, see if he was okay. Turns out it blew off pretty much his entire right ass cheek. And then the next day, we found out about it. And then the next day,
did you eat the ass cheek?
I didn't eat the ass cheek.
Okay.
But the next day, the father came by, quiet, very honorable guy. He was just asking everyone individually, "Did you know what happened to my boy? Did you know what happened to?" And he had this hurt look in his face. My brother says no. He says no. I didn't see anything. I just couldn't say anything. I couldn't even look the guy in the face. And he walked away so hurt. And the kid was never the same. He was always fucked up. He completely withdrew. He always kept...
So you feel like a coward for what you did as a kid?
I felt like I could have helped the kid. I could have warned him.
You could have yelled something.
I could have did something. Or at least, been truthful with his father, what happened, who did it.
Can I tell you something, Earl? You might make a good Catholic. You'd be able to finally start to man up a little bit, because you don't get to tell this story in that crazy Baptist church, right?
No, we don't have, like, confession like the Catholics do, no.
Now, I will just tell you this. Now, I know you feel ashamed of this story, but you do have to remember you were a little boy at the time. You know what I mean? You weren't a man thinking like a man. Because those little boy things get in your head like, why didn't I do something little? Different. Now, you wouldn't judge a little kid by that now. You know what I mean? As an adult. But you judge yourself like you were, 38 and did that.
Yeah.
Now, you were 19 when you ate your dad's jizz.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, you could have been tried as an adult. You were old. Seriously, most people who died in Vietnam were at the age of 19.
Right, I know.
So while they were dying in Vietnam, you were eating your dad's cum pearl that was left over in bed. And why would your mom go put you in a freshly fucked sheets? That's wrong, too.
She wasn't thinking. No one involved in that confession
You know what I like,
was
though?
thinking.
That your dad is that age, he's still pulling out.
Yeah.
Still hosing her down.
I told you. I found Viagra every time I go down there.
Quit looking.
They're like 68 now.
Yeah, but why still pearl necklace for every time out? Why's he got to...
I don't know what they were doing.
I think that they're really into the humiliation thing as well. I think it's big with them. Earl, yours is a rough one. I'm going to tell you this. You didn't embarrass yourself today. You did not embarrass yourself with that. That's kind of heartbreaking.
But I still carry that guilt because that kid was never the same. And I just thought, if I had just said anything...
Can I ask you a question? Is that kid with the busted up ass, is that Earl Douglas?
No, not at all.
It would explain the bruises.
Yeah.
Here's Jeff. Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
1964 checking in.
Hoo-ah!
Hey, when we was kids, me and my brother, about a year apart, we were at a funeral home before the visitation started, and this old lady was in the coffin. We didn't know who she was. I thought it was a doll. Brian said it's a dead person. I took her glasses off, put them on my face, and he goes, man, he said, don't touch her, she's dead. I said, no, she ain't. I started slapping her in the face, man. I said, look, feel her. I said, she's hard, she ain't real. Slapping her in the face and whatnot. Funeral director walks in, catches me slapping the old lady in the face.
You slapped someone's dead grandmother.
Yeah, and he just screamed at me. He goes, don't you have any respect for the dead? Where's your parents? My parents were outside. He turned his head, and we were out the door.
Yeah. It's funny how quick you run when you're a kid. Running is the first thing. Jeff was calling us from Chicago. The only way to make up, I want you to go over to a place called Molly's, pick up a dozen Barringtons. It's going to set you back about $40.
Yeah.
And then drop them off at the funeral home and said something happened bad 20 years ago, but this makes up for everything. And Dave, you ought to get some for your dad.
I am. I have to. For my dad?
Because you swallowed his...
You owe him.
All right.
Here's Brad. Brad, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Ron and Fez. My thing is that I had taken a couple of your stories, Ron, and used them to impress people.
Well, then you could change your name to Fez Watley, because I found out he does that with his personal life, which he's already told me about. You tell your family that when you see people...
yeah.
When I see people, when I do things, he tells them that he did it. And then, when their family comes to fucking visit, I'll always say, what did you do? He takes them to restaurants that I've taken him before. One after another. Oh, he showed me the town. I go, oh, has he? It's great how he knows the fucking town. How he knows all these little nooks and crannies. Here's our buddy Cigars and Scotch. He wants to say something about Earl.
Hey, that was a real big surprise. Another half-ass story by Earl Douglas.
Oh, jeez. 866-RUN-0-FEZ. 866-RUN-0-FEZ. Here's Nick. Nick, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, how you doing, guys?
Good, buddy.
When I was 19 years old, I worked in a warehouse in Brooklyn, and I came across this guy who was having a heart attack, apparently, on the stairways, and I knew how to give CPR. I learned it in the Boy Scouts, and because he had stuff dripping out of his mouth, like when he was having the heart attack, I just walked away and walked to the nearest phone and called the front office and told them, send somebody, the man's having a heart attack, and he died.
So you didn't help?
Yeah, and I still kind of feel bad about it.
Well, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Oregon right now, dude.
I want you to catch a plane, Portland to Chicago, get off in Chicago, pick up something called Ron Bennington's, got his own cupcakes at a place called Molly's. Take them, give them to the family. Say, look, I'm trying to make up to you. I'm sending you into the big-ass prize closet. Why? For being a coward. That's the only reason why. Watley, I see you looking at me.
Yeah.
What's your story? You've been stealing half my paycheck for the last 5 years?
Well, that one I don't have to confess.
Yeah, at least say you're sorry.
Sorry. Mine is...
I mean it. Not act like it's funny because I see you smiling.
Mine is embarrassing on 2 levels. It was bad on 2 levels. I was probably about 14 years old, and really, I was at home and had to take a shit.
Mm-hmm. All your stories have to do with shitting.
Yeah. Well, there was no toilet paper in the bathroom. And so what happened was, you know me, and I've always had a lifelong embarrassment with drawing attention.
Does this end with you wiped your ass with Dave's dad's cum?
No.
Because that would be hideous.
No, but what I did use was one of my mother's good washcloths. Because I didn't want to say, hey, I'm in here and I need toilet paper. So what happened was, I took the filthy, shit-filled washcloth and hid it in the bottom of the wastebasket in the bathroom, and meant to get it out of there later and get rid of it, in the outside garbage. But I couldn't walk out of the bathroom. Everyone was home. They would know what was going on, so I hid it. I forgot about it, and my mother found it while emptying that wastebasket and thought it was my baby brother that did it, and he took a beating for it, and I let him. I refused to stick up and say, that was me, we didn't have any toilet paper. She just assumed it was the kid who was still having some trouble, potty training, that did it. And I let my little brother take a beating and a screaming because I wouldn't tell my mother.
Wow. How old was the kid?
If I was 14, he was probably 5.
No. That's fucking low.
It's horrible. It's horribly low.
But you were afraid of your mom, right?
Totally afraid.
Even at 14, you're afraid that she could physically hurt you?
Yep. Yeah.
How about at 16?
At 16, yeah, I was still afraid of her. I was still afraid of her at 16.
What age did you stop being afraid of her? Are you still kind of afraid of her now?
I think I'm more afraid of her in a different way. Not of being hit, obviously.
What are you afraid of?
She would start her screaming again, or now her screaming goes into tears.
Right.
And I would be afraid of causing that reaction in her.
All right, let me play this out for you, and I'll try to teach you how to handle her a little bit.
Okay.
I'll be you. I'm just sitting there. You be your mom, and you're going off. Because I don't know. I've never seen your mom go off. Personally, I met her. Delightful woman. Sweetheart of the world. Fred will back me up on that. All right, so you be your mom, and I'll be you.
Right. And I can't have a thing in this house. There is no reason...
Hey, you need to know something. It was me that shit all over your washcloth. Your precious washcloth. And then you beat up a baby over it. You sick, twisted... I can't wait to dance on your grave. I'm going to come by and do the mummers parade across your grave. And I'll wear a red dress. I'll be a tranny red dressing hooker at your funeral.
You can't wear red to a funeral, Ron.
Wiping my ass with all your precious things. And I think you would feel better.
I don't know if I would feel better about getting that one off my chest.
Well, I do. I want you to fire this therapist. The therapist that you have now is doing you no good.
I just started with her.
Did you tell her the shit rag story?
I've never told anyone.
I bet she'd fire you.
I have never told anyone the shit rag story till just the second.
Why, at least wash it out a little bit. Don't get in the fucking toilet when you're done. Clean it up. And then what happened? You run into a box of fucking cereal? You forgot you left the shit rag in the fucking wastebasket?
There was never a good time to get it out of the house.
That's ridiculous. That's priority number 1.
Why do you wash it up, though? You ran some water over it.
I know, but trust me, I didn't. I was dealing with the shit.
Yeah, you know who ended up with your shit? That poor baby brother of yours.
Yeah.
Who now, look at the problems he battles with.
He got the shit beat out of him.
No kidding. Barry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, I don't know if I can top this shit rag story or not, but
I'll guarantee you any story would. That's the least manly story ever.
It's horrible.
You're fucking the diarrhea
22,
tales, the Fez Watley story.
When I was 22, I stole the old lady's car at a tavern.
Yeah.
And robbed a Popeye's chicken store and shot a guy in the hand.
Just in the hand now?
2 years later. What's that?
Just in the hand?
Just in the hand.
No, did you fucking
I've
shoot him
never
because he
told
wouldn't hand
anybody
over the
that
money?
story ever.
Did you shoot him because he wouldn't hand over the money?
I shot him after he handed over the money.
Just for fun?
Yes.
Yeah, that's just plain meanness at that age.
And 2 years later, I burned down a church.
Why'd you burn the church down?
I have no reason for that.
Just an out-of-control crazy bastard. You know what? I'd still rather have you as a son than Watley.
What?
I'd still rather have you...
The church arsonist?
Than a guy who doesn't know how to jump in the shower after he takes a shit. Oh, no, my bathtub's at 8:30 exactly.
I panicked.
The whole house was there. Why not just call out for toilet paper?
He's embarrassed if anyone knows that he has anything happen. He comes to my house to watch football. He'll watch a doubleheader. He won't take a piss. He's worried somebody will hear him tinkle. I take a piss with the fucking door open so I can keep hearing the game.
I know.
And then he fucking covers up. What am I worried about?
I just try to start, this is good. Everything, that's a good game. Just try to start talking while you're going.
I don't want to miss anything. If I got money in the game, what if something happens? Why I'm pissing? Plus, then there's the problem of opening the door, closing it. All those fucking problems.
Not a lot of problems.
So then you just hear Fez's loud talking over the announcers?
Yeah, just him fucking panicking. Just panicking because his friend has to take a piss. I thought we were guys. This is why you're in the nut hut, and I'm not. The real difference between you is I don't give a fuck and you do.
Right.
When you don't give a fuck, right? What could possibly bother you? What could bother you if you don't give a fuck?
Nothing
That's
could.
the key.
Yeah.
I tried to give you the key to the universe.
I could have gotten toilet paper. I wouldn't have ruined a washcloth. My little brother wouldn't have gotten hit.
Why didn't you just get up and go get spare toilet paper from somewhere? I mean, just do the old, you kind of walk like a penguin.
The whole thing of shit is just pure shame for him.
Yeah.
For some reason, he doesn't understand he's a mammal. He thinks of shit as sin. He thinks he just sinned himself. And that's why, even as you go into the nut hut, you, being a person of a certain age, I'm not even giving it out, but I would consider it advanced use, are still worried about shitting.
Young at heart.
You're far from young at heart. You are far from that. You're grandma at heart.
Wrong heart.
Shitting is the second best bodily function. I mean, you really have
What's
to...
the first? Eating your dad's cum, you sick bastard?
No.
Now, here's the difference between you and him. You feel shame, right?
Yeah.
Little shame over things.
Yeah.
Look, Dave ate his own shit and doesn't care.
He basks in it.
Well, who do you think it... But you're the one going to the crazy house. That's what I'm trying to point out to you. You've got to stop acting like things are important. They certainly are not. One day you're going to be dead. And everyone you know who's ever judged you or called you names or did anything is also going to be dead. What's it fucking matter?
It doesn't. And that's what I have to convince myself. Hopefully we'll work on this at the Nut Hut.
How will you? They don't know things like that. They're going to fucking probably make you fucking shit on a rag right now.
I think I'll pack a roll of toilet paper so there's not a repeat performance there. Just in case there's none.
Hopefully they'll take that off you.
It'll be in the sharp closet. So I don't hang myself with it.
He's going to have to wipe his ass with his pajamas.
Blame it on my roommate.
Here's Jake. Jake, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. When I was 12, I somehow convinced my 9-year-old brother that I'd pay him $1 million if he ate some baby carrots soaked in my pee. And I got him to eat 4 carrots. And I guess I still owe him that $1 million to this day.
Let me tell you something. There is nothing worse on the history of the planet, and I'm including Nazis, and I'm including the Manson family. Nothing is worse than an older brother. That is the most sinful fucking thing that's ever happened. When I was a little kid, I'd rather be chased by a goddamn vampire than an older brother. Dave, you had plenty of them, right?
3 older brothers.
Yeah.
They locked me in a broom closet one time that was about 2 feet by 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
I was about 6. They locked me in it and opened up the top portion of it and poured boiling water on my head for like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
They're terrible.
That's torture.
Yeah.
It really
and
is.
me and all my buddies, we were all younger brothers. So, like, I would always be called Little Bennington. My friend would be called Little Wardy. My other friend would be Little Smitty. We fucking lived in a miniature world of them. Fucking pricks. Well, Little Reedy, those fuckers rolled him up in a carpet while he was screaming.
Oh.
Rolled him up in when I even tell this story to this day, I got to stand up and pull my fucking shirt. And we were helpless. We couldn't fucking help him. The older brothers had him. Sick fucks.
Awful people.
Oh, they're terrible. Why? Because you're born first? That gives you some kind of privilege? Here's John. John, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Man, people love getting this off their chest, though.
Feels good.
They love it. Yeah. Go ahead, John.
Hey, Ron. When I was 3 years old, I set the curtains on fire in my sister's bedroom and tried to burn her up. Because I was jealous that she was getting so much more attention than I was from my mom and dad.
Tried to burn up his own sister. That's the fucking world we live in. Makes you feel better about yourself, doesn't it, shit towel?
Well, I never tried to burn my sister up, that's for sure.
Yeah, you brought an embarrassing fucking story to light today. But I'm sure she'd rather be on fire than hear that.
Then hear the goings on.
Wildcat, that sister of yours is, huh?
All right. I don't know that.
She's the freak of the family.
Okay. There's things I'd rather not know about. We don't have to confess everything.
I'm just saying. She's something.
All right.
Woo!
I know she enjoys your company.
Hey, I'm getting to the point now I'm going to have to call Buddy. There's no way I'm going to... That can't be one-on-one work for me.
That's my sister!
Tell me about it. That's why I keep yelling at her the whole time.
Please don't.
Who's your brother? And what is he?
So wrong.
I know, you know what?
It's wrong.
It's wrong to be our age and still doing these jokes. But it happened, so why fucking hide it? And that's why I think we're closer.
No, hide. Hide some of it.
Here is Lisa. Lisa in the Cult Jam. You're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, you baby.
You guys are totally funny. I love you guys' show.
Stop it.
But I got a total confession. Like 3 years ago, I had my boyfriend come in ice cream, and I gave it to my dad to eat, and I never told him.
Now, why would you do that, darling?
I don't know. I thought it'd be funny.
I mean, do you hate your dad?
Sorta.
Now, what did your dad do to you that you could say, I want my boyfriend to come in ice cream and then feed it to him?
I don't know. He's just, like, a complete asshole. He never, like, really paid attention to me or anything.
I mean, even Rodney Dangerfield, Mickey and Mallory didn't treat him that bad. Making him eat Mickey's cum.
I couldn't help it. I just thought it'd be funny, too.
You're the reverse Eastside Dave.
Where you calling from, darling?
Sydney, Ohio.
Boy, the middle of the country's nuts, aren't they? All right. We go into the big-ass prize closet.
Okay.
You sick bastard. I got some ice cream for you. I don't like anybody to fuck around with food. It's the worst of all the passive-aggressiveness. Fred from Brooklyn, come on in here, brother. Fred from Brooklyn is always honest, always ready to bring some honesty to the show. Well, I was going to ask you if you want to do a confession with us, Fred. Is there something that you want to get to clean out that Jewish heart of yours?
I have so many. I mean, there's one that's carried over with me from my youth.
Sure.
And I lost a friend over it.
What happened?
I shit in my pants.
Right.
And I didn't want to throw it in his garbage can like Fez did, so I flushed it down the toilet. And it wouldn't go. And I just kept pushing with my hand, and it still wouldn't go. So I used a plunger until it disappeared. The next day I went back to visit him, and obviously the guy, rather than just routing the sewer,
yeah,
he sold them a brand new sewer line, and there was
Pair of shit pants in there?
They were digging up the whole street and everything to replace his sewer. And I was standing there watching rather than just saying...
Hey, it's just shit pants.
It's just my shit pants.
How old were you?
About 10 or 11. And I lost that friend, and it was one of my closest friends.
To this day?
I couldn't play with him in the front yard anymore because the big fucking blacktop scar was there, and I really think I financially hurt his parents because they didn't...
You can't recover.
They didn't stay there much longer. They
You know, when my brother-in-law was little, in their family, right, the toilet was clogged up, and they could not get it undone, right? And he was only like about 3 or 4. And he goes, hey, maybe it's an apple. And everyone said, oh, shut up, get out of there, right? They had nothing's working. They take the toilet off the base, so it's just the thing, and they can't do anything. After a couple of days, here's a dried up apple. He wasn't fucking just talking crazy. He had flushed an apple. Maybe it's an apple. Oh, stop it. You talk so nutty.
I got other ones, but they're probably legal ramifications.
Yeah, I know.
Stuff.
There's some. I understand that. I understand that. Well, even Dave's should be legal ramifications. Pitsy, what's yours? That you're in love with Lily?
That's out there already.
By the way, I heard Jimmy talking about Lily on and on today. He's crazy about her, huh?
Oh, yeah, there's a huge fascination there.
Yeah.
They're close.
That's nice. That's a nice thing. That'd be wonderful if those two got together.
Yeah.
What is it, Pitsy?
When I was little, I had a problem going to the bathroom. I was afraid. The bathroom was in my mom's room, so I would have to go in there, and she would always get mad that I would wake her up.
Were you in a railroad apartment?
No, there's 2 rooms upstairs. So she would get pissed at me that I would go in to wake her up and pee in the middle of the night. So what I used to do was I would just piss on my floor in my bedroom. And then she would say, what's going on? Why is it so wet? And I would say, oh, I had a drink of water. You know, I would always spill it. But I would just whip my dick out and piss on my floor until I was like 14.
Couldn't even piss out the window like a fucking gentleman. I think every kid's pissed out his window. Let's just see what it's like. They can piss out the window.
I did last night.
It's so freeing. It's so exciting.
But I blame that on my mom because she would never let me come into the bathroom. So I always put that on her.
You didn't have a downstairs bathroom?
Yeah, but then I'd wake my grandmother up. It's like 2 separate places.
At 14, I'd keep a bottle already.
Yeah, keep a bucket in there, would you? Stop being like a fucking maniac, pissing on the rug like a cat. Like Fez's ugly cat. Chris, you're on Fez.
Cute.
Yeah, hey, Ronnie, I was just wanted to call and let you know I'm walking through Lincoln Park and just added 8 more Ron Benningtons to the count for you, buddy.
Oh, nice. Picked up an 8 balls. When they sell 8, when they sell 8, they call that an 8-ball Benningtons.
I love that.
Now, how'd you like them, my friend?
They were fantastic, and I wanted to let you know I stomped out all the strawberry cupcakes, so you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, those damn things are good, though, but I try to play them down. I'm going to send you into the big-ass prize closet.
Molly's Cupcakes, Lincoln Park, Chicago. MySpace.com/Molly's Cupcakes online.
Anybody who ever picks up an 8-ball Benningtons, I will send you to the big-ass prize closet. All right, Franklin, you want to come in and tell one, or you still upset? No, you don't want to tell. You're still upset with Dave.
He's steaming.
He is steaming.
He should confess bothering Mr. Modine.
You know, you guys almost went at it today.
Yes.
And I saw his face. I never saw him so angry in my life. He was ready to fucking throw hands. And you're New Brooklyn. He grew up there.
I knew how close to sit to him. I know people from Brooklyn, and he could snap.
I know he does. Him and Dean are always ready to go off.
Big dude, too.
I try not to.
But today you were humiliated. You came in, you yelled at me during the commercial break. Am I bothering you? Just tell me. Like, what are you fucking talking about? I just got done talking to Mr. Liberal Cardholder here. I thought Fred was going to attack him on the way out. You don't like that liberal talk,
He's
do you?
entertained me. He's entertained me quite a bit. And when I heard he was on air, that's when I walked from my car to here.
You wanted to meet him?
No.
Birdie's a great movie. And, of course, the other one, The Full Metal Jacket, is a great movie.
Yep. Hey, Memphis Belle's solid.
Memphis Belle is actually pretty good.
I like Vision Quest.
Vision Quest. That's the wrestling movie. Remember his nose was bleeding because he was getting his wrestling weight down? What's going on between you two guys?
I'm not actually really sure. It seemed like a lot more than I thought it was.
You feel like there's been some pent-up stuff? That this has been brewing?
I mean, I didn't expect it to explode the way it did.
You got to remember. Oh, did it explode?
Well, I just when we were at the break, it seemed like it exploded. Literally, I just wanted to ask you a question,
right?
And then I thought it looks like Dave thought
My
that I was
producers,
bad-mouthing him
and
or
they all
something.
do this. Pitsy and even Earl, they hate if anyone comes to me directly because they feel like that just means a shitstorm's going to rain on them.
Right.
So don't you all see that as being stabbed in the back? If someone goes, Ron, is it okay if I sit here instead of, or whatever the hell? I don't know what kind of questions that people ask me, but you guys always get mad if it has something to do with you.
Yeah, I do. I get very upset about it.
Why are you upset? Why can't I be a person like anyone else? What about you, Pitsy?
No, I get mad because if I had a problem with somebody, like, oh, just come tell me you have a problem instead of going to the boss and saying I have a problem with your employee.
And that's where I got fucking mad, because the fact of the matter is I did not. At no point in time did I even discuss what happened with Matthew Modine with Ron. In fact, none of it
Well, I
came
didn't even
up
know what you were
until-
talking about.
Until
You came in and said, you got a problem with me. Am I in your way? Fez, you were here.
That is totally...
You're right.
You were, for the first time ever, I thought that you were really upset.
Yeah.
And I thought you were coming up on me. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
A, it was confrontational, and
Yeah.
B, it was like out of left field.
Right.
And that's
I'm gonna
what
say
I had
I'm going to
my
say the truth.
problem with.
I definitely can be a bit aggressive when I get angry.
And,
Yeah.
I mean, I had been in break for 2 seconds, so I hadn't seen you since you turned on the camera. I had no idea what you were talking about. Now, you said he was
gonna
ready to
leave.
run out of here.
He was packing up the camera. He was on
Yeah.
the way out the door. I said, Franklin, just sit and relax.
The
And you know how I
Brooklyn
got him
boys.
back?
How's that?
I offered him a ride back to Brooklyn. Said, hang out.
Yeah, Fred.
Why don't you take Dave, too?
Well, I got some medication on the way back. You know, I know how to calm Franklin down.
Yes,
Is that
Fred
what you
speaks
need,
my
weed?
language.
What about you, Dave? Want to smoke some weed with the Brooklyn boys?
I have a wife who might be in delivery.
I drove him home
And
the
he-
other night. I got him home very safely. I was concerned about
I
him.
appreciate that. It was very
But
drunk.
he didn't want to go with you. He kept saying, well, let me take the train.
I thought Fred was going to maybe just dump me in the river rather than my apartment. But he didn't. He
I'm
drove
so
nicely.
misunderstood.
Still no call about whether there's protein in the urine, right?
Still nothing.
Do you know what's the actual due date for the baby?
The first doctor gave a due date of May 15th.
My son's birthday.
All right, but the thing is, that first doctor turned out to be nuts.
What about
She
the second
left
doctor?
Second doctor doesn't know because the first doctor won't give the sonogram to the second doctor. The second doctor knows
Yeah.
it's close.
Maybe I'm crazy here. It's very unusual for the first baby to be early. Normally, that first baby is late.
Really?
A week,
Mine
even
was.
10
Yeah.
days, yeah.
Mine was.
I didn't know that. So we'll find out soon enough.
Now, what would be exciting is May 3rd. That would be the 1-year anniversary of you giving your wife the ring.
May 3rd would be it.
Is that white trash as we can possibly get?
No.
1 year after
Wow.
the engagement.
It's romance and love, baby.
I know. We ought
You
to
know?
just start and do the show out of a trailer.
My thing is, my wife, wonderful, beautiful person, she's not nearly as sensitive as these Brooklyn guys who are.
I don't know what to say.
Then why did your wife just write this to me? Fred, fuck you.
Oh, I don't know.
How
I'll
is
take
that not sensitive?
Well,
It's the hormones.
I'll take that.
He did text me instead of go time. He texted me cunt time.
I was looking
So
at you
that-
from
that
outside the door. It was
might
a
have
little
been-
fucking joke.
Why can't you have a joke? Everybody else had a joke with you.
I wonder if she's sitting and watching the TV. I hung up.
I
while I'm
prefer
typing that.
Burger Time by Hard Rock Johnny.
Over Ants?
Ants was good too. His said
It
go
seemed
time.
like you don't like Ant as much as you used
I
to.
do.
He used
We've
to be
made
your
plans. He's still my hero, and we've made plans when the baby's done. As soon as
Wait, when the baby's done. Like it's a fucking roast.
when the baby has been born, me and Mr. Anthony are going drinking the following Saturday, and we've made plans.
The Saturday after the baby's
I
born?
wanted to go. Yeah, I wanted to go to his birthday party, but I just couldn't because that was the night after Florio's, and I promised Florio's would be the last time I'm drinking. I'm sticking by that too. Unless the baby.
All right, I'm not even. I'm just going to say that she's pregnant, and I'm not going to read any of this stuff.
We can read it.
I'm not going to read it because she's pregnant, and that's
okay.
You know,
she's very close to labor, Fred.
Okay, I see. I see. Whatever. You only live once. Be
Right,
angry
you
or
only
be
live-
happy. I don't
You got to
give a
be
damn.
one way or the other.
Ain't getting rid of me unless I die, and quite possibly could happen. I don't take care of myself.
No, Fred, don't say that. Don't
Oh
ever say
man,
that.
I smoke everything. I eat everything. This shit can happen.
No, nothing. You're gonna live
Then
forever,
she'll
my
type
friend.
happy days are here
You
again.
you got decades. You got decades left in front of you.
51, my dad went. We'll see what happens.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. We'll see what happens. I haven't been. That's why I live so fast, so young.
My dad was gone when I was 13 years old.
Really?
He was back 4 years later. He said, you know what? I said, where were you? He goes like this. He goes, let's just say college. Why don't we just say college and make it into a positive? Why you got to sit around, be curious, knowing what everybody else is up to?
Play with my emotions.
Here's Paycheck. Hey, Paycheck, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ron, how you doing? Back in 1981, I grew up near a
Did
Kmart
you read
warehouse
that?
that caught on fire and burnt down. And me and my buddies wanted to go check the fire, and we made it to the train tracks. And we was out there playing on the train tracks.
All right, hold on. Wait, I'm going to read I'll read it, Fred. I'll read it, I promise. Wait,
Fred,
first let the guy tell the
sit
story.
down.
You come over and tell the story.
Fred.
And I'm going to read it.
Yo, Fred, you see how he likes to yell at the Brooklyn
Yeah.
guys?
Come
You
on.
see that shit?
Be a gentleman.
All right, you go ahead, Paycheck.
Let's let Paycheck go first.
So we was playing on the train tracks, and we're putting rocks on the tracks, and the trains were running them over and exploding the rocks, and one of us decided to throw a piece of a railroad tie up on there. And apparently we derailed the train. Back then, I didn't even know what the hell derailing a train was, but that train come off the tracks, and it hit the train next to it. Back then, they used to have cabooses still, and the guy in the caboose almost got killed and everything else, but that's my confession that we
Well,
derailed
yours is
the train.
terrible. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's fucking Jesse James. That's
Well,
Jesse
we didn't know
James
what the
stuff.
hell we were doing. We were just playing out there, and I come home, I'm covered with dirt and soot, and my dad asked me where the hell I was. We told me he was playing at the trains. Well, turns out the next day that, in the paper that a train derailed over there, and like I said, I didn't know what the hell what's derailing a train. We was like 9 years old. I didn't even know what the hell he was talking about,
Right. You didn't think it could happen.
That's it. Nah.
Good cover, just yelling out trains.
All right, big ass prize closet for fucking derailing a train there. You fucking mad dog.
You could share pregnant ramblings with me. It's fine, brother.
She's already she's already dropped it down. I don't know what it said.
These are sensitive times.
I had to cover it up with a paper so that Fred wouldn't see. I had to cover it up with a paper. I felt like someone's
Don't
mom.
cover up Debbie, though. She's being amusing.
What is your thing? You know what? You don't get along with her. And
Who,
then
Debbie?
you're like, yeah.
I like
and then
Debbie.
you
I love Debbie,
bring up
actually.
her ass.
Oh, how could you not bring up her ass?
No, but yesterday you said something a little negative. You said she's not nice to Crazed.
Oh, she hates Crazed.
No.
No?
Everybody loves
I think
Crazed.
she's afraid of Crazed.
Crazed is the new Fez.
I love Crazed.
On Monday, it's going to be the Ron and Crazed show.
We'll be on vacation Monday.
Yeah.
I didn't know Fez knew.
Craze will have his podcast Sunday night as part of a Night of 100 podcast the next night. So you get an hour of Craze. Late edition.
Now, do we know the exact lineup yet?
No, we don't have the running order tonight.
What are we waiting for, Earl? Today's Wednesday. When are we going to announce that?
We will have that announced tomorrow.
Oh, God. I'm not paying attention to anything.
Girls.
JT, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, Ronnie? What's up, Fezzy?
Hey.
Hey, congrats, Dave. Fred, why is it every time the case and you have an argument, you got to bring up the fucking TV and all the stupid shit that you've done for them, man? It's fucking annoying. Get over it.
Now, does anybody know JT, or is he just a regular listener?
Why are you being involved in my fucking life? Get out of my life, JT. Get out!
So ugly.
He did hang up a TV for you, though.
He
Dave.
did, yes.
In previously
bit
drilled
high
holes.
for my
In
taste.
previously drilled holes that were done with a fucking wood bit.
It's
Into
like I'm
brick.
sitting in the front row in IMAX every time.
Hey.
I try and watch the
What's wrong
Discovery
with that?
Channel.
What's wrong with IMAX?
Neck. I have cracked neck pain
Where do
now.
you want it to go? You want it to be on your lap, like a laptop?
A little lower. Hey, my baby's almost here. I want just positivity to run through my veins.
That's
baby.
what I know. I want us all to be positive.
I mean, it's ridiculous, folks.
Fred's going to be at the hospital with all of us. We're all coming over.
I don't know about that.
Guys, you'll be in the nut hut. But what I'm going to do is take the baby over there, put it up to the window, and you look at it through the Those fucking screens, those big metal screens.
So the chicken wire that's installed inside the glass.
Is that what they do?
Yeah.
Wrong impression of a very lovable man.
Oh, you're the greatest. Everybody
No idea.
loves you.
No idea.
Yeah, you're the best. Everybody's friends. That's one thing about all of us. We're all friends. I mean, you and
some of us.
You and Dave had some problems today. So
Yeah,
what,
some of
Franklin?
us.
It's behind it.
I don't know about that.
It's behind us. It happened.
I was laughing a little while ago.
I got the impression it was deeper than it went, but that's just my impression.
From who?
But you know
Where'd
what?
you get the impression from?
Maybe it is.
built up to that
Maybe
point,
there's
so-
tension, but guess what? Let's say to our friends, hey, you're going through a baby thing right now. I understand you're tense. Fez, you're going in the nut house. You're probably tense.
Yeah.
I've had my vacation ruined. I'm
all
probably a little fucking tense right now.
In all honesty, that's exactly what Fred said. It's like, whatever happened, he's about to have a baby, and you got to remember that, and he's right.
You're a good man, Fred.
I try, bro.
You're sensitive to people.
I try.
Sensitive people's feelings.
I'm still not a pro at the internet, though. I don't think I properly convey my words, so I'm just going to stay back.
I think you convey.
You know what? You get your feelings hurt, I notice. Your feelings do get hurt.
It's not. I just don't think I talk a lot better than I type. That's
You know
all.
what? Can I help you a little bit here
Sure.
and help you be a better communicator?
Sure.
Drop the word cunt from your vocabulary,
can't.
and maybe you get along better with the women. That's all I'm saying.
I think that's more
It's not
respectful
all your
than
words,
bitch.
just
I
the
think
Z ones.
I think it's much more respectful than bitch. Just my opinion. At least a cunt is a beautiful thing.
Tell me about it. You're preaching to the choir now, brother. But Fez is gagging.
Different generation, Ron. Different generation.
Everybody's got a deal. Everybody's got a deal. Earl, anything else coming up with this Tribeca thing that we should be going down there? You go down and watch a 7-minute movie. Is there anything hip happening down there I should go to?
Speaking of which, Lou Reed's doing the Tribeca talk series with Lisa Robinson on Sunday.
Sunday, Bloody Sunday?
She's doing it Sunday evening.
I thought I'd be on the beach. Am I really not going away, Fez?
Well, I would prefer that you stay, nearby. I would really prefer that you don't leave the country.
So Florida's not bad.
Florida's still too far away. Because I'm going to be in another direction. I just want you to be able to get there really quick if I need you.
So is a jet. Why do they say, hey, I'll jet there? That means it's fast.
Paul McCartney wrote a song about it. Jet.
That doesn't make it right.
If you need a TV hung, I'm there, Fez.
You know what? I'm gonna take all these down so we don't mistakenly see them.
That's a good thing.
I'm gonna take them down.
I don't give a fuck. It's the same people over and over. I don't even care. I avoid it.
How about
I avoid it.
the rest of the week? It's called Positivity on Pal Talk.
I don't care about Pal Talk. It has nothing to do with this radio program.
You're right.
Rile up the troops for Freddie. Don't worry.
Everybody likes you, Fred.
Oh, yeah, they love me. Hey, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Just like, hey,
You like me.
live the right way. You live the right way. You look at the positives and just don't give a fuck.
Well, I'm gonna go home and jack off to this Miley Cyrus picture, and I don't think that makes me a bad person.
Doesn't.
And then I'm gonna grow up my sideburns like your dad. Let's go big sideboards on this.
Billy Ray.
Who's the achy breaky heart guy?
That's right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Was that his only thing?
That was it.
But what a craze, the dance.
His
and
Barbara
everything.
Walters wrote a book. She had depression. Every human being is depressed. Let's stop acting like that's not normal. If we just say depression is normal, then why would anybody have to write a book about it anymore? Who the hell hasn't felt bad?
It so is, man.
Who
You got
wants to
your
read about
highs,
a
you got
rich
your
woman
lows.
who's depressed?
No
I'd
kidding.
read a book by a homeless dude who's depressed. That
Not
might
me.
be interesting.
How's he going to write it? In his own shit?
Yeah, right. Maybe on like toilet paper.
What's he going to do? Wipe his ass with his mom's towel?
Carve it on the wall.
Okay.
No, not you, Fez. Homeless crazy person.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys.
God, they must have gave her 40 pages in here.
That's all publicity,
You guys set that confession.
That is so
bar pretty high, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's out there now.
Oh, yeah.
Derailing trains.
Wow.
Eating dad's cum.
All right.
Trying to burn sisters.
It happened, but I feel a lot better for having said it. I do.
Well, I feel a lot worse for having heard it. And I actually feel worse for having known you.
I didn't hear it coming. I just didn't.
Fred, I'd like you to come over here and hit the 29.
Oh, really?
I want you to be able to do it today as a way, because I know you're misunderstood. Come on over here and help yourself to 29.
Should I say cunt first?
Sure you can.
Wait, leave it. Cunt!
That's the end of my show. Donk.
Ron Bennington, Fez Watley, Ron and Fez.